shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences. Yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain. What's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Grab my hand. Everything is great inside this narrow maze. We speak, but oh, nothing. We run our separate ways. Do you ever think about me? Or are you busy with someone else? You and I, we got our differences. Yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain. What's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Now grab my hand. Everything is great inside this narrow maze. Everything has lost its taste. Months of rain and chest pain. Heavy breathing.
Oh, guys, hello. Glad you all could stop by and take a look at this. I know I'm kind of late, a little late, but I had to work today. But we're back. We're rolling. Hey, Amanda Bald Bluefin here. Malik, Holly, Leaf, Heather G, Geck, Spicy Beans, Jay Campbell. All of my little goofballs are here. We will just chill and let's just kind of, I'll show you guys. There's Jonas. I'll show you guys kind of what's going on. Howdy, Herman. Malik, work was work. You guys will have to tell me, what do you think of my little penguin entrance? I know you guys have been blasted with content today. And here I am, like, rolling in here, probably like 1, 2 a.m. on some of you guys, but it'll be okay. We'll have some fun. You can come watch this back. Simply Savannah, my little buddy, I'm going to be on a podcast with her and Drew on Thursday, same time right now. So we'll be jumping on Thursday at 7 to chat it up with Miss Savannah. Hey, Chickles. Jake Flynn stopped back by. Micah's here. Yeah, this is kind of like my little, I figured this would be pretty cool. Like I did like a little kid splash pad right here, because one thing that you have to remember is, like with Suyana, remember this is like a deep jungle, like really hot weather type zoo. So I didn't really want to do like cold weather penguins. So I'm kind of already doing an implied kind of scenario here, but it's okay. We can just pretend that these are some type of South African, South African penguins or something. Hey, Nick, wait. Oh, no, Jay, I've had this for like, they sent this pack to me. That's why I haven't been on here with you all, because I downloaded it and I'm like, I can't do any streams because the new stuff's on here. They sent this to me like Thursday-ish. So I spent all day Saturday, most of Friday night, kind of putting all this together. Yeah, I did not just get this today. They gave it to us a little early so we would have time to put together content and get some of these builds together for you guys, so we could have some good pre-release footage to kind of get you guys hyped up and going. I am absolutely in love with these seals and this swimming mechanic. So see, the seals, they kind of have their own little lagoon over here too. And the penguins, both the penguins and the seals, check this out. I've made them both like a little underwater viewing cave here. So you could come down in here, and if you want to look at the penguins from this side, you can. Or you can round the corner. See, I still have to fill a lot of this in. Didn't get that done in time. But you can round the corner, and there's a whole kind of underwater little system I have over here. And the cave is kind of like the spine of the two exhibits, if you will, And you can come out here to the end and watch them. Got you right here at eye level with them. So I thought this was pretty cool. And see, you can, if you make your way out of the cave, you can go back to the penguins, or the seal part has its own set of steps. So yeah, this is where the bulk of the work happened at. I did do what I told you guys, and I switched out the giant anteater with the giant river otter, but the only problem is I didn't make their tank deep enough. These were the first ones. These were the first animals that I did right when Dalia and Shantae sent me the pack. And I didn't know that the water had, like, your animals don't dive. They won't swim if the water isn't deep enough. So, like right now, with the giant otters here, they only swim across the top of the water. So what I think we'll do, now that I'm a little more versed with the pieces and the rock work and all that, I want to make them like a really, like a more, just like a bigger, more substantial type exhibit than kind of throwing them in over here. May even put the little dwarf caiman over here, because I think this would be a good enough space for them. But I really want to see the otter mechanics and you know, their like swimming animations. But yeah, right when you come into the area, this is like, okay, so you know, you've got your little flamingo lagoon here. You've got your rock climbing wall. You can kind of make a decision. This is a, you know, pretty big decision point. You can peel off to your right and go up into the marketplace, of course, and make your way out here to the lions, kind of like the lion den out here. And I did take Micah and Spicy Bean's advice, and I did put up a little electric fence out here just to make it a little more believable. Or you can go a little bit to the left right here, and you make your way out here to kind of like the little, you know, penguin seal cove area. And this little spot, I've got like a little, the guests can't actually walk out here because I don't have a path yet, but I thought this was like a cool little offshoot that, you know, if the bridge was crowded and you wanted to walk like through here and kind of stand up against this ledge and look down at all the little penguins. And then you've got the viewing over here as well with the little, I've got a education point, animal talk spot right here, and out there on the bridge. And our little guys, they hang around this bridge. They hang around the bridge a pretty good bit. I got a lot of questions on the stone today. Everybody really liked that stone. That is part of the fake rock little piece. And it is recolorable as well. And like I showed on the video, if you guys just want to come back and watch this or jot this down, this, what you see in the water, that's like it's in all of the fake rocks that you see. That is a custom color I came up with when they sent me this. So it is BAAFA2. If you really like this kind of like almost like sun bleached, really, really white, you know, bleached out rock that I thought just fits this area really, really well. Especially like, you know, telling the story with the penguins and, you know, kind of like the transitioning to deeper water over here. We've got a Jesus penguin. What the? Oh, there it goes. But yeah, I've been having a blast. The hardest thing, I was telling Drew, the hardest thing about all of this was getting this from Thursday, I believe. I believe it was Thursday. And not being able to show you guys what was happening and what we were working on. Like, that part sucked. Like, I just wanted to shoot you all a screenshot and just let you know, like, listen guys, they did this right. It is fun. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun. If I had one thing I would say is a little bit of a letdown from the pack is I thought the terrapin turtle would be a little more active. And what we can actually do is let's go over here. I will get rid of my little fake cichlid cave here. Look, this zoo has gotten so big, I don't even remember where my own stuff is. Where's my little cave here? Ah, yeah. So I will let you guys see this here. Let's just get rid of all this. Oops, I got to get rid of the water first. And I'll show you guys the turtle if you haven't seen much of it today. But yeah, I was just a little more hyped. I thought that I don't know what I thought. I guess I wasn't thinking that the water was going to be as shallow as it ended up being in their exhibit. Yeah, there's Drew right there. But still pretty. It still looks cool. I just I was just thinking it was going to be just a little. Okay, so I still have my little turtles in the little. Do we need to do? Maybe we'll just do it. I'll just do a box for now, just to show you all if we can get it placed. Actually, is it going to connect? This would be a good spot for the little turtles anyway. But yeah, just if that's my probably biggest part of the pack ended up being the turtles. But still a stellar pack. Thinking I may have to delete this wall before it actually lets me place that down. So let's try this. There we go. Okay. Let's just say our little turtles live right here. So see, this is kind of it. And I was kind of under the assumption the water was going to be a little deeper. And it wasn't. There he is. And they're definitely, oh, that's the bubbler. They're definitely a lot tinier than I thought they were going to be. I was thinking just based on the screenshot that they were going to be a little larger. Oh yeah, I could have just used the snake pit over here. But yeah, so that is probably my littlest kind of letdown. But other than that, I'm just tickled with this whole pack, especially with the seals and just the swimming animation. Oh yeah, look over here. I've got, yeah, Heather. I thought it would be a little fuller too. I didn't know it was only going to be 2-3 feet deep. But look, the actual Jeep tour, they will get a little shot of the seals as well. So when we really start kind of messing with that and working on that, when they round this corner, they'll be able to look down. And I thought that was cool. And I think it's incredibly smooth. I mean, I know some people were talking about the whipping angles and the stopping and the quick turning is a little janky, but still, I think that still looks pretty awesome. Look at little flippers expand when they go to turn and move. You all want to see something weird though? Look at how just creepy this looks when I take all of the water out of here. Just all of the rock work and look at that. All of that rock work in there. Oh God, they're going to throw it. They're throwing a fit. They're like, you dick. Sorry guys. There's your water back. So yeah, I think our biggest thing is we need to come up with some kind of new little otter exhibit. And plus they keep escaping from here. They get up here and stuff and it's just, I'm like, okay. So yeah, let's jump in. Speaking of pieces, and I'll show you guys, we'll just look at some of the little pieces here real quick in case you've not been able to catch some of those today. Aquatic, please. And I'll show you kind of if I've used some over here. And I love the little seagull statues. I wonder if that's like almost like a cheeky little, you know, nod at, like, or kind of like making fun of us for wanting birds. So they give us a little wood one. Mine. 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 Oh yeah, Zoo Tours, they said, I believe Shantae said that more swimming animals are coming. You know, we got to do that too, because I have removed the crocodiles from their little lagoon over here. And I've just put in the little dwarf caiman right now. So we need to get a whole new crocodile lagoon put together. You know? Because these little guys, they're okay for here, right? Like, this is a huge amount of space to them. But yes, and remember I said on the video this morning, I was thinking maybe adding the crocs over here to kind of give some purpose to pull people back here into kind of like the mysterious floating mountains. You got the waterfall over here. So I thought that would be pretty cool. Uh-oh, Pumpkin's upstairs having a fit. But yeah, so let's get in. We'll jump into this real quick. Some of these pieces, let me make the grass short. Okay. I think Pumpkin's up there literally chasing Houdini right now. Oh, Greg, the turquoise blue water, that's just a roof piece. Let's see. Yeah, Heather, that's Pumpkin. She's probably chasing Mr. Houdini. Yeah, see, this is just a little roof piece, kind of color, or the flat roof piece, colored that like turquoise blue. Let me go make sure Pumpkin's not like trying to murder Houdini. Hold on one sec. Of course, I go up there and they don't like make a peep. They're just like staring at each other. Weirdos. Okay, so they're probably going to start going at it again here in a minute. So let's jump back in here. Love these little aquatic curved pieces. I just wish we kind of had more of this, because they just did a fan. As a matter of fact, I would say I just wish we had more, like, I wish they would have went a little more in depth with the scenery. I do think that the animals we got in the new mechanic kind of forgive the smaller scenery a little bit, I'll say. But, man, it's just kind of like almost like a little bit of a missed opportunity that, like, what they could have added to this, kind of like to this pack, you know? But they did a really, really killer job on all these new billboards, and the signs and the statues are kind of like, you know, the statues are recolorable now. This is just like an insanely cool pack. It's just like, it's kind of like always though, I just don't have enough of it, you know? And Bold, she said she loves these metal fences. She tweeted out to me today, like Bold thought these were just like a connected path piece fence. And no, these actually, if you get the pack, these are totally separate. That's what I'm using over on the kind of like these little extra jetted out viewing areas. And I just think just that the curvature of this fencing is just so stinking cool. See that? Like really, really kind of, you know, believable fencing. And the lighting, like the little lamp that we got with this pack, I started plopping it down everywhere. Like, let me show you all what this looks like at night. I have really started lighting this place up, even though most zoos, you can't even really go to them at night. But yeah, I really love those kind of like tall, kind of statuesque type lamp posts. And I was kind of going back and forth on this with Drew too. I mean, it seems like to me that they tweaked the lighting a little bit too. Like for some reason, I'm thinking that they've made some of these lights brighter. Because I don't remember some of these lamps. I just don't remember them giving off that much of a glow before. Almost like it was a glitch. Like it was kind of like or some kind of thing that they tried in one of the packs and just hadn't got a chance to implement a change yet. But now, like look, like these people can actually see while they're walking. Like these really emit a pretty good glow now. Oh yeah, Drew was gonna jump in with me. Hold on a second. Let me get Mr. Beyond Drew TV here. Hold on, Drew. I'm bringing up Discord right now.
Yellow.
Yellow. It's just all casual.
It was funny because I was watching the stream, but it's lagged behind, so I was waiting for you to answer on the stream, and then you called before you answered me back on stream. So, oh God, I didn't expect you to call. But what's up? Yeah, you're going over the pack. Oh yeah, the lighting. Yeah, the lighting does. I haven't looked at the lighting, to be honest with you, because I never light up my zoos at night.
I don't either, but I was just kind of like looking at the. Oh yeah, by the way, can you all hear Drew right now? Hey, Emily.
Hello. Yeah, how's our volumes? Who needs to go up? Who needs to go down?
They're probably going to say S-Dan needs to go down. S-Dan's way too loud.
God, you sound like the Hulk, S-Dan. Wait for the there. Yep is the result. Yep.
Okay, so we're not too bad right now.
Do you know what? So kind of tangent. Speaking of things that changed, the water. Did you see the new slider for water?
No. What's this?
Someone pointed it out to me today.
What's
too.
this witchcraft you're speaking of?
It's a dirty, clean slider. So you can turn it to 0%, then it's super dirty poop water, and then 100% is that crystal clear blue water.
So that's what people were talking about seeing the Cayman in the brown water. Oh.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Because I noticed some. Well, let me turn you up a little bit, Drew.
Yeah, I guess desktop.
Testing, Drew.
now I'm talking.
That should be
I
better.
think it was new because I don't think it was in with either we missed it completely or yeah, they just added it today or something. But
Well,
yeah,
Alexis is saying that's not new, but I swear
it's new. It's definitely new.
A lot of people were mentioning it today, and I'm like, I don't know what brown water you all are talking about.
Yeah, no, that's 100% new.
So what are you
dirty water before? So yeah, go to the regular water or whatever.
All right. Cleanliness.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so Alexa's saying that I swear I've never noticed this tab, y'all.
I've literally never heard of anyone hearing of it until today. Like that's the first person I've heard of that's been like, yeah, that's a thing. Everyone else that I know that has like lots. Maybe she got an early access.
Yeah, Alexis is waiting like 2 years to tell us. We're sitting here with this crappy, this jello-y water.
Right. But either way, for everyone except for Alexis, now we have a cleanliness thing there that we.
So what is? Does it take a little bit, or do I have to like empty this water?
Yeah, take it out and then move back in.
Oh.
We've had dirty water, Alexis, since South America Pack. We haven't had a slider for it.
Oh, that's
so yeah. We've had
sad.
The dirty water, but it was it was its own dirty water. We didn't have.
So what you're saying is we had dirty water, but that was like if you didn't have it cleaned.
Yeah, I think that's what they're getting.
But now we're saying that.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. So either way, but yeah, now we have the slider, and you can adjust it however you want to. So that's pretty.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Cool. You ever get to a point with these, like with this water, where you can't just remove it? And like, it's the weirdest thing with this game. You can't just remove water, do some stuff, and expect it to go right back to where you had it. It never works.
My stream today was dealing with water and not going back where I wanted it to, or loading the game up and the water is in a different level or whatever. I'm like, what is happening? It feels like it's changing all the time. But yeah. Water's fun. That's why I mentioned that in my little review video too. Is I think a lot of people are going to get frustrated dealing with the water stuff so much, and I hope they don't. But it's definitely a little bit of a learning curve. I think it was Zoo Tours mentioning it earlier, saying that it's a little bit of a learning curve for newer players. But you have a Jesus penguin. I saw it.
I know. Yeah, I had one earlier when we first come on. That's little. Where's the little guy? He must have went down. These little guys are fun to watch.
Seen them swim through whenever, yeah. Yeah, I think the seals are my favorite to see them swim around.
I think mine too.
Flop around and stuff.
But you know what, man? Like when I look at it, like when I look at them from up here, I can't help but think sharks. Like, could you imagine if I was like up on this view? You'll probably see in just a sec, looking right down on like a lagoon of sharks. I've got to fix
that
my.
Would be pretty awesome. It was. I can't remember who said it today in my stream, but they're like, "Can you imagine if they put in like blue whales or something like that? The requirement will be the map."
Yeah. When I built this habitat, I kind of messed up a little bit up there at the entrance. And they can't get out of there unless I move them. And if I take the water away and try to smooth this out, you can't put the water back to the same level.
Again, that was like half my stream today. I feel like was messing with that stuff.
And that's what I was doing yesterday. I'm like, you're kidding me. I can't.
We noticed that with a lot of the. Like the Otters, we did tests on the Otters with their traversability kind of thing, and the box around them is ginormous. Like there was a slot where they could definitely get through if they wanted to, but they were like, no, and it was because one little of the pebble rocks were in the way. Oh, and what I found out from chat was that the animals, their box is a 360 spin, so the animals have to be able to turn in a 360-degree spin.
Oh.
And that's the box that they have for them. So like the crocodiles, that's why they can't like move anywhere, because them turning around in this circle is huge kind of
right.
thing.
I'm definitely gonna redo a big. I want to do like a legitimate big saltwater crocodile enclosure. Now that they can swim, I've got to get them out of that little pool that I had them in. You know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I gotta move my chair. There we go. I've been sitting too much today during that stream, so I'm gonna.
Oh, I know, man. You almost had a 7-hour stream today. I caught a little bit of it at lunch. I was like, on my lunch break, I jumped in.
I was just thinking before this that I think you've never been able to jump on one of my streams.
I know.
Because I'm always streaming when you're. Well, that's how we have it going, right? I think we've explained this before, but I'm the. My dog's going nuts. I'm the daytime activity, and then we hand off the baton to you for the nighttime, prime time kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yes, you are doing an awesome job. You had some good numbers today too, man. You had when I jumped in, there was almost 60 of us, I believe.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's the most I've ever had at a single time without like a raid or anything else. So that was nice. A fun day.
And every time I came back, like I was like in the most like I'm in like this revenue boring like just poke my eyeballs out like Zoom call today, and I'm like looking over at your stream with the sound off, and every time, man, it was either in the 40s or the 50s. You were really consistent. The people were really, really interested in this pack today.
That's it. That's really it. And, hopefully some of those people, even tonight, let's go ahead and do some. Look at you. You're at 60 viewers too. Bada bing.
Oh, no. I've got 60 nerds here hanging out with us. Just kind of. But,
hopefully, we know a lot of you are here for the aquatic pack, of course. But, hopefully some of you like to stick around afterwards because we always do a lot of fun Planet Zoo stuff, Planet Coaster stuff. Prehistoric Kingdoms coming out soon. That's going to be a good time. Paralives, whenever that feels like dropping, is going to be great.
Yeah. And, Drew, don't forget, man, you're going to have to try to stop by Friday when I do the. I know. But see, the only thing is, you're probably going to be Planet Zoo streaming while I am Cyberpunk streaming because I'm going to start at like 10 a.m. like on the dot.
Oh, look at you! You're gonna do a 7-hour stream.
Yeah, man. I took the day off from work and everything.
Oh man, so you're gonna be bright and early. Look at you. Yeah, I'll have to jump on or I don't. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know if that's a game I can really jump onto because isn't it? You're gonna be doing stuff all the time, right?
Well, it can be chill in the sense of like between missions and stuff. If we're just cruising around the city or out in the desert, it's kind of it is what you make of it. You can have a little bit of slower session, and then of course you jump into the action part of it.
So it's like Grand Theft Auto, though, right? Where it's open world.
Yeah, open world.
Okay. Yeah, I've had a few people even ask, is it multiplayer?
It is not. A lot of people seem to think it's going to be a Red Dead Redemption 2 type situation where it'll be Cyberpunk Online, but no, it's launching as single player.
I think that's fine. I think more games need to be comfortable doing single player endeavors because, that's not a common thing anymore, really.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool. Yeah, I had a few people asking me today if I was gonna pick it up at all, and if it was multiplayer, I might have considered it, but I don't know. We'll see. It looks cool though. Like I'm gonna totally watch you play it.
Yeah. It's like one of those things where it's kind of like I've started like watching a couple of the little YouTube stories and stuff, and it's kind of just sucked me in. I have to give it a try. Linda said, just tuning in for a minute before bed. How the heck did you all do this in 1 week? That's what I was telling them. There's, I think it was Malik thought that one of them thought that I had.
Jay Campbell.
I had.
He pulled my leg earlier too. He did that same thing to me. He's like, "You built this in a day."
How'd you do that in a day?
Yeah. All right, Jay Campbell. Keep going. No, the inspiration this week with all the content creators that got it early was off the roof. Everyone, I was getting messages from, person A, person B, person C. I won't drop names because we're not supposed to or whatever because of NDA stuff. But yeah, everyone was messaging each other, showing off builds, and just like, it was a fun week. Everyone's pumped. Everyone's psyched.
Yep, that's what I was telling them earlier. I said the only thing that sucked is not being able to show them for a week.
I know. I did all my picture dumps this morning. I was
Me too.
Basically.
Yeah.
You know what I found out last night? That was so helpful. It's kind of tangent. Sorry, but Twitter has a schedule tweet feature now, like built into it. So I just used that last night. Yeah, because I didn't want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I had my video scheduled. I had like 3 tweets posted and like scheduled to go at 5:30, and it was I was like,
yeah, man, I did. I set my alarm for like 5:50, popped up, ran down to the living room, and made it go live. Started picking out a couple pictures to send out first. It was like a whole mood this morning. It was a whole vibe. Just kind of.
We were talking about it leading up to it. Like even last night, we were, I was telling you, I was like, I'm listening to the Pirates of the Caribbean music to get pumped up. It just felt like the night before the big game kind of thing.
I know, man.
We were so excited for this.
Yeah, and I was like getting I was doing the video last night and getting the cinematics recorded. And I was just amped. I was like, I want to release this now. Like, why do we have to wait?
Right. Yeah, no, Sumi, Palsy I caught him right first thing in the morning. He was having some issues again, it looked like, with YouTube not uploading his videos. Like he was saying.
Oh, that sucks.
Right, but he was able to go live, he said. So he just and so he had I think 6 videos or 5 videos or something ready to go today that all got denied. So he's like, fuck it, I'm going live. We'll do it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live.
And he literally did. I woke up I saw a little notification from him at from 5 a.m. when I woke up that he had gone live for a few hours.
Oh, and Sumi said he had trouble with the sound too.
Oh, his I played it back a little bit. Some of his mic was popping a bit. So it was just, of course, it's like of all the days.
I know, of all the days. That's usually what happens to me. Like Windows will decide to do an update or something like right when I've promised one of you all to do a live stream, and I'm like, and my headphones won't work, the mic won't work. I'm like, of course you don't.
Right. Oh, I see you've on the stream there. I see you've been doing what I'm slowly doing, but I'm going to stop short. But putting the new pebble-looking rocks and rock formations all over the place.
Drew, this is like my wife now. Like I am putting this in every enclosure.
So
like this is my soulmate right here.
And you know what's really good? And I've been spreading this information like wildfire to everybody. If you take one of the, it's the underwater plant, underwater hydrangeas, not hydrangeas, but whatever. If you look them up, if you type in underwater,
I got them.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for it to come up.
That does look like a nice little.
But if you flip it upside down, even it's all orange underneath, and it looks like moss. So I flip it upside down, and I use the top side too for the short grass. If you put those sunk into those rocks, they make for really neat looking. I've done ditches with moss kind of covered in them with the rock. Yeah, so if you sink them in with those rocks and everything, it looks really, really nice. I started a little canal today with those in them. Cool.
I'll have to. Oh yeah, especially coming out of a little retention pond and just having that little bit of overgrowth. Because you don't usually see just clean rocks like this. There's always slimy. Some deciduous type, little weeds and stuff sticking up.
Yep, exactly, and they're multicolored and all that fun stuff. So here's your tip for the night, everybody. Whenever a new Planet, I almost called it Coaster, Planet Zoo DLC comes out, flip every object upside down. I know it sounds weird, but do it because
you never know you never know what'll come up out of it, or what kind of inspiration it'll pop.
I know Estan gets this message at least a few times a week. I also do how do you guys build what this does, or how do you think that Eben builds, or whoever. And it's just y'all gotta look at stuff like a Lego box and flip it upside down. And
yeah, you cannot look at this stuff like how they intend you to look at it.
No. If it's a temple, not recently, but when South America Pack came out, everyone was stoked about the. Oops, I paused your stream. Was stoked about the temple pieces because they're recolorable and they're in different shapes and sizes and all this fun stuff. And people saw that as just another Lego block to use. Basically, that's flexi color. That's why you heard so many of us today, myself included, just harp on the importance of all these objects being flexi colored. Because instead of having all of our zoos kind of look like the same palette, you're gonna get from one item, like the slate roof that he's put. Yeah, that's perfect. That one slate roof, you can make that look a million different ways and get a different build out of it every single time because it's flexi color. That's why that's, again, so important.
Mm-hmm.
And it really looks like this is a good direction that Frontier's heading in. I'm really
right.
happy
That's
with
what we remember. We had talked about it kind of leading up to this, how pivotal this pack was, and I think they nailed it. Like, well, let me ask you this too, Drew. Do you think does this keep the casual player around longer than the other packs did? Or does this keep the hard? I mean, obviously this is a hardcore sandbox player like us, our dream.
Yeah.
Does it keep the casual player around longer than, say, the Arctic pack or?
Yeah, I'll give it that. I'll give you that. I think it does, because the diving mechanics alone and designing these type of habitats are going to be, again, a lot of people are going to have a big learning curve doing these type of habitats with the underwater. Even myself, and I think you to extent, like, this is a whole new style of building a habitat in this game.
Right.
So that'll keep people around, I think, for a little bit. I expect it to kind of go how Release did, though. I think there's going to be. I didn't look at numbers today. I don't even know when we can look at numbers, but I bet there's going to be a dumb big spike today of people buying the pack, and even over the weekend and like payday and stuff. So like the first week, it's going to be gangbusters. But once people get over the cool, my penguins can swim, or the otters are cute, and then start to kind of dive into the pack a little bit more and realize, oh, there's kind of just a wood wall set that's really like the only wall set we got, really. Mm-hmm. And the rest is a lot of statues. It feels like they might not have enough stuff to sink their teeth into after seeing the initial lustrous whatever of the diving pack animals, if that makes sense. So.
Yeah. Sumi said this pack shows too, though, that they're listening to us, and that was a bit. There's another Jesus penguin. That's another point of yours too, Drew, earlier in the week, that this I think this goes with kind of your hypothesis of that the earlier packs were meant to be what they were. Like, they were pre-planned. We want to get this out. But this pack just seems like it deviates so much into what the community was wanting. No,
this is the community pack so far. And again, it's funny, I mentioned it in my video this morning, but it's funny because I think 1.4 in Planet Coaster Studios pack was also the turning point for kind of Planet Coaster and listening to the community more too. So that's kind of seems like the thing with Frontier games. They planned out the first 3 or 4 DLCs, which I guess they'd have to do if they're going to be having a regular DLC schedule right after the game releases. And then they're able to kind of compile notes, kind of see what is the top issue minus pathing. We all complain about pathing; it's never getting changed. Everyone, just sorry until like the next iteration of these games. But then they compile all the notes, everything, and kind of are, start to give us what they want. So they saw, they want flexi-color things. Definitely, we can do that.
See, that's exactly what I was going to tell you too, Drew. Like, I'm telling Frontier, any of them that will listen, we really need to hammer in how cool and how needed this flexi-color stuff was. And hopefully they keep bringing it. They don't just like, this isn't their one and done. And we tried that, and people seemed like it was okay. Like I said, I'm tweeting all of them. I'm telling all of them, this is exactly what you guys need to be doing. Like,
that
exactly.
was the thing when the game first came out, is like everything looked really like, we had like the modern set, the African set, and like I know I'm forgetting some of them, but they looked really sleek and really well, like all the pieces fit really well together. But remember, everyone's zoos kind of had that same kind of vibe. Like, there's their Africa, and it all looks the same-ish, and there's their modern section, it all looks the same-ish. But again, now that we have these everything basically in this pack being flexi-colored to an extent, again, you can use that wood wall set, that wood panel set, or these new waterfalls and everything. You can use them a bunch of different ways every time flexi color them a bit, and it's a new piece basically, or a new build for you. So yeah, flexi color is important. It's very important. Sims 4 players, you all know the importance of not having a color picker and being stuck with the swabs, right, or the color swab, or whatever, the color palettes that they predestined for you. Yeah, Sims players know all about that and the importance of a color picker. So I'm waiting for the chat to blow up with the Sims 4 players going, yeah, color picker.
There is no more passionate or loyal group of gamers than Sims 4 gamers. Could you imagine if they had a studio that actually cared about that? Like if it wasn't EA, could you imagine what that community would be capable of? You know, like if they just had like a nice, genuine game studio, you know?
You mean if Maxis didn't get bought out by EA, basically?
Basically, yeah.
Maxis, yeah, because that's the first Sims, with 1 and 2, right? Yeah, 2 as well. Straight up by Maxis, and those are the best ones for the most part. I mean, Sims 4 definitely has its good benefits, and the builder is pretty cool. But no, I mean, they're on year 6 of that game, and they're still releasing new $40 expansion packs for it. It's like, come on, you're milking the cow dry.
I know, man. I tried to get into Sims like a year ago, and it was like, I mean, it's like $300 just to get you like really started with, sensible pieces.
And I think that's, I don't want to sound like I'm white knighting for Frontier or whatever, but I think that, and we shouldn't really compare to The Sims too much because they're just outlandishly expensive for what they're asking. But, within the game world, comparing it to that, what we get in a Frontier DLC is definitely of higher quality and a lot of times quantity too, I'd say.
Right.
Than like a Sims pack that's charging 30, 40, even some of them are 50. I think the lowest cost is a $5 one, and that's just for like reskins. Well, anyways, I don't know too much about that. So yeah, it's I try and keep that in perspective with these packs when giving the critique and everything, and that's why, again, for this pack, I say it's a must buy, and you probably shouldn't even wait for it to go on sale because I think it's fully worth full price right away.
Yeah, this pack, if you can do it, this is the one I would get behind for sure. I think you will definitely get your bang for the $10. Arctic pack and stuff, yeah, I could see waiting till those go on like a quick little Steam weekend sale or something. This is, I would honestly dive into this.
Yeah, I put this is number one. If you want to do a tier list real quick, sure. I put this is number one for sure, and then South America is actually really close behind it. From my perspective, because I'm like me and you, we're pretty hardcore builders in this primarily, and South America pack has some amazing temple pieces that are recolorable and look so good. Then Australia, then Arctic. Did I miss one? Wait, this one, South America, Australia, Arctic. That's all of them, right? Did I miss one?
Okay, Arctic, South America, Australia.
This one.
Aquatic. Yeah, you're right. Okay. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
I was thinking you. I was thinking there was another one out there too.
I thought maybe we're thinking of the deluxe edition because that kind of came. Because that came with the Komodo dragon and something else.
Pygmy hippos. And something. Yes. There was a third thing.
Yeah, even Joshua said they have deluxe. Yeah. Yep, deluxe is dead last. Yeah, I don't know why I don't consider that like a DLC or expansion, because it did still come with a few animals, but it was just kind of an add-on that when I was checking out, I was like, oh, of course I want the deluxe edition with the hippos and stuff. So yeah, that's my tier list. What do you think? Which does yours line up with that? Or are you a little bit different in some areas?
No, I'm lined up with that. I'd say. Yeah. I'll
tell you what's going to be cool though with the Arctic pack is the polar bears when we get those guys swimming around.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Because I think some people might have even been asking in the chat about why don't the polar bears swim. I think they're going to. I just think it's just. I think it. I want to say Shantae said that more are being worked on, more swimming of base game animals we already have.
Right.
So.
Yep, and
yeah,
so we got the
Thompson Gazelle.
crocodile now. Yeah, it just kind of seems natural that the polar bear would come. It seems like a lot of people are leaning towards the polar bear being next as the most natural one.
Yeah. Hey,
And
Rem.
that's Rem's here. Hey, Rem's here. What are you doing, by the way? You're just deleting.
You know what? I'm thinking I've got a good little segue right here for a larger Giant Otter section.
Okay.
And it kind of ties in with our area of the park over here.
Wait, do you already have the otters in? Or
I do, but the thing is, I was telling them, Drew, I didn't make this deep enough for them to swim. But somebody was telling me to try. Somebody said if I'll just make one spot, let's just try it, like before we go. Somebody said if I make one deep spot, they'll swim.
But they do and don't. It's a glitchy kind of thing where they will be able to deep dive at that spot that it's deep enough, and like the other shallower parts, they'll kind of sometimes.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and.
You can try it though.
I've ever since I did this, like back on Thursday or Friday, I've not been satisfied with it.
Isn't that so funny though? Like you mentioned that, like when you first get the pack and you're like, all right, I got the pack, I'm gonna go build something, and you build it, and then like later on when you get more comfortable with it, and you start using other pieces from other packs and stuff together, you're like, man, I need to redo my entire first build now, don't I? My excited build.
Yes, that's exactly how I felt.
It's my excited build. That facade though is that's good. Yeah, use that again. That's a good.
Yeah, facade. I kind of wanted to bring that over and keep it if I can. And just try to get this water deeper. Is it going into the road over here?
Aquatic pack is number one. Yes, I'd love to. So the aquatic pack overall feels like the community pack that we've been requesting for a little bit. And this is where, again, remember Estienne and I are speaking from hardcore builders standpoint. So the animals we love, like they're really cool and the animations are great, but like we're not zoo nerds, so we're more builder nerds. But yeah, there's a lot of hardcore pieces in here that like are really, really necessary for like the rocks here. The rocks that he's doing with the flexi color that look like we're on like Batu or something like that. Those are part of the pack, and like I would pay $10 for the flexi.
Yeah, rocks like if you don't have the DLC, you can't use these rocks, and these flexi color rocks are for designers like us. I mean, they're complete game changers. Like they change everything about this game to us.
Yeah.
I know it probably sounds stupid, but if you don't sit here for hours like we do and design, you just don't understand how big of a deal this is to us.
Yeah, no, it's literally game changing there. So yeah, that is awesome. The diving mechanics altogether too just give me a lot of really good hope for future DLCs as well. As far as like working on game changing mechanics. For more builder stuff, the wood panel set is amazing. The slate roof set is also amazing because they're both fully flexi colored. Whatever happened to that mysterious clipboard? We have a new decals section in construction, Malik.
Oh, let's show that real quick and we'll get back to this.
Yeah. We have a whole new vent set and the clipboard in there, which is so random, but I'm not complaining about it. It's just kind of like, all right, I mean, sure. Bunch of vents, and it's under props on the third down to the left.
There's our little clipboard. Cool. Electric switch.
You should see if that's the exact same clipboard that they have in like the keeper hut or the backstage room. Because remember we were theorizing
the veterinary center, maybe, or
yeah. But because remember we were theorizing that maybe they were just going to start picking out items from like the backstage buildings and just giving it to us as like models.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's just like one of those models. And if it is, it's like, yes, keep doing that. Just give us those things. Rem says that they are a zoo nerd and a builder, and this pack is a godsend. I mean, if that's not validation enough, I don't know what is. Let's see. There's so many good things in here.
I know. They could just kind of start plopping this stuff to us. Just more than a clipboard at a time.
Yeah. Like here's a computer monitor. Here's the desktop.
You know, Drew, it may be in the feeding one. I don't think it's in the veterinary. If there, because I think I know that.
Like,
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen that clipboard too.
somewhere, right? Like maybe, yeah, maybe in the keeper thing. Is this your which one? Which building is this?
That's the veterinary center we were just in.
I put that in Thornton Hills Zoo.
Oh, you did?
I did. It fits in perfectly. I'm kind of gussying it up right now in the Africa section. Yeah, I made it the main veterinary like hospital for the savannah.
True, we need that dartboard.
Oh man, right? There's
look, they've got a little guitar in here and a little basketball rim over the trash can.
Yeah, and those plants in the pots too. Like that looks. Oh, look at that clock, the elephant clock.
Yeah, a little elephant clock.
So yeah, when you start to look at everything through the eyes of we could have all this, because yeah, remember everyone, like to my understanding of whatever, like these are all models that they have in game that they like made. So
look, they've got little cereal boxes up on top of the fridge.
I'm looking playing it. Is that King Coaster?
Yeah,
that's a throwback. Look at that. It's a little Easter egg. I never noticed.
And they've got Gulpy up there.
What are the animals on there? Okay, so we have. Are they just the stickers that we have in game?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna see if there's like a little Easter egg there for anything.
Vumga. But you know what? I am not seeing our clipboard.
Interesting. Yeah, I could have swore I saw it in one of these buildings. Maybe not though.
We'll add a clipboard.
Yeah, how about some vents? What goes good with vents? Clipboard. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Jeff. We'll let Jeff have this one. Look, that fits in so well.
Do they have a little PlayStation down here?
What?
Is that a PlayStation, or is that a little Nintendo or something? Look, it's got like a little Nintendo looking PlayStation joystick.
Oh, it does.
With some games.
Yeah. I was saying maybe they have Elite Dangerous on there or any of the other games that
I can't really tell. It says like Diva Tima.
Oh, Dance Dance Revolution kind of thing.
Ha! Little Planet Zoo joystick.
That's awesome.
And a little beanbag chair. You guys didn't know we would just be touring the inside of these little buildings, did you?
Everyone's like, wait, we do have like new animals and like penguins and
Somebody's
stuff.
got some chocolate up on the desk. Yeah. Yeah, have you seen the Planet Zoo video game console? Okay. Well, but yeah, Malik, that is where you can find those in the decal tab under props. The props decal tab.
What happened?
Hola.
I think Bold bought the pack for Gek Gaming while we were blabbing our mouths that whole time. That was really nice
that's
of you.
Cool. Yes, Bold has gifted Gek the Aquatic pack.
Well, that's awesome. We should give claps or give GGs or give whatever's in the chat. That's really nice.
Everybody in the chat, give Bold a clap for helping out a fellow simmer here, a fellow simulation player. Cool. That's what we're here for. We also, Mr. Drew, have to make sure this Otter lagoon is deep enough this time before we get too deep into this.
Oh gosh, that was like that was the hardest thing, or not the hardest, but that was the weirdest thing to try and find that 4-meter depth thing. Like I didn't even realize it was a thing until like the second to last day of the pack. To be honest with you, like I never saw it. But hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I got it.
Hey! I'll try. Okay, I will.
Let me explain real quick. That's technically not. Not from me. That's technically from Mr. Gomez. He couldn't
Ah!
make it tonight, so he donated $5 to me because we were just we were messing around on your behalf earlier. I was just like, "Hey, did y'all know that SDN never got JWE?" And everyone started cracking up, and he donated it to me, and he's like, "Give this to SDN and tell him to go buy Jurassic World Evolution."
Tell Mr. Gomez I appreciate it. Spicy said, "Don't do that. Don't do that with it.
don't buy JWE." Right? No, he was awesome earlier today. Actually, a few people were awesome earlier today. But he donated beer money to me as well earlier for $5.
That's awesome.
It was fun. It was fun.
Well, everybody's just in the giving mood today.
You know, the holiday spirit and the aquatic pack, and you just there it goes.
Dude, Drew, the JWE stuff, that's almost become like meme worthy now, hasn't it?
How much you want to bet that in the offices of Frontier they have like your picture up with "never got JWE for a key" or whatever?
Yeah, he never got that out of us.
Right, he never will get it again. It has though; it's perfect. So.
That is awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who were here before. Yeah, there's Heather. Okay, good. I'm glad Heather's still here because she was there during the whole thing. Did I just share my beer money? No, Silver Fox. That wasn't beer money. That was Mr. Gomez not being able to be here tonight money. But he definitely wanted to. It's late for our German friends. But Linda's here.
Yeah, Linda stayed up for a little bit here.
Linda doesn't sleep though, I don't think so. That's what's good about being insomniac and having American friends across the pond.
Yes. Rim said, "Not sure if anyone has told you, Stan, but Drew did a big brain moment during his stream. Something to do with water. Can't quite remember what it was."
Oh my gosh. Water can suck a duck.
Did you run into some issues today?
Oh, dude, it's just like I had this plan, which, you know, it's a Planet game, and I had a plan, so of course it went awry right away. But yeah, I had made a South African penguin habitat like 6 months ago for this Empty Pen series that I started and did literally one episode of. I know. Well, then I had a major Planet Zoo like creative block and weird summer suck, whatever. But yeah, so my plan was like, okay, we'll just retrofit that to have the penguins in it. No problem. Except big problem everywhere I went, basically. Like, I couldn't water today, man. I just couldn't water. But I learned a lot on the way, and we did it. Just what was supposed to take about 20 minutes took about 2 hours. So, oh my gosh! And then we had the most disappointing moment ever. We tried the new educator talks, and have you done them yet?
No, I have not tried it. I've placed a couple of them. Right, but I have not physically, So
we did the educator talks today, and like they do it. Okay, so here's the thing: they only do it once a year for a month, or like one time a year, basically. And
all right, I'm already creeped out.
I know. It's whatever. So it's we sat there and waited. Then they came up and they like did this spiel for less than like 10 seconds. It was like the quick, and they went rawr like a lion for some reason, even though it was for penguins. And it was weird, dude. It was weird. It didn't work too well. It's like one of those things where it's a really cool idea on paper, and I hope they like flesh it out more, and maybe this is just like the beginning of it, but it was like, oh, I hope this gets better.
Yeah, I have not checked that out yet. I hired one and placed a couple of the things down, but I've not really tried it. That's sounding a little disappointing.
Bolt said it perfectly, where it's like Drew's educator knew one thing about penguins, and that one thing was that they were penguins. Well, I even said earlier, like if you were in D&D and you're doing a perception check, they were like, well, and you like rolled a 1, and they're like, well, you perceive that these are penguins and they are in front of you. That's about it.
That's about how that goes.
Speaking of, I loved last Sunday's first campaign. That was for Jonty's MS Donations.
That was freaking cool. Especially like when he started playing the music and stuff.
So good. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, that was pretty epic. Like we were pretty deep in some nerddom right there. I don't know if you felt that or not.
Oh, I know, it was immediate, and like we were all actually comfortable like with D&D this time, so we knew what to do. And like yeah, we all just like jumped right into it, the voices and everything. I just still the best part of the night. I'm all tucked up.
Oh, Heather said, actually, Shantae has said there is a bug going on with Animal Talks. So that's
okay.
good. At least they're aware of it. It's not like this is what it is now.
It was like I was at like 3.5 hours into my stream out of like 6 hours, and when that happened, because we like been setting up for it for like an hour and stuff like that, and then it finally happened, I just had the biggest defeatist attitude ever. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" After all of that, that's all it is. No, that's good to hear, Heather. That's good to hear. Yeah, I'm sure there's and also the seals and some other things. I hope they kind of fix their what's the word? Rock traversability. It seems like the seals can't like do anything's on rocks. Oh god, the building's going away.
Yeah, I don't want to. It would have. It's kind of like impeding the view of the Otter facade a little too much. So
Sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and back this building off, I believe. We will find another little spot for it.
Yeah, and you just opened up a nice little corner there for something.
Yeah, we'll maybe do some nice landscaping over here or something.
You gonna do some underwater viewing over there? Try and cram that?
Yeah, or we could to kind of like make a set of stairs that go down like underneath
Hey, there
these
you
rocks and look out.
Yeah, like right on this corner here?
Yep.
Yeah. I think you have the room. You might have to get rid of that main path a little bit, but...
Oh, you're right, man. That path is probably going to screw me, isn't it?
It totally is. I can just tell already.
That's just one of them bum.
Yep, that path is being a bastard. I can tell already. Look at him looking at you. That's what, when I was redoing my otter habitat in Thornton Hills Zoo to actually like turn it from implied to real, it was such a pain because it was in an area of the zoo that I hadn't touched in like, a year basically, because I haven't been over there. I finished it near the release of the game, so when I was like having to tear stuff out and redo it, it was just like the biggest pain in the neck. Like when you get an area just set and it's good to go, and you're like, okay, don't have to touch it ever again. Then you have to rip it out. It's like, oh my god,
yes,
this is the worst.
All right, Gek, have fun, buddy.
Nice, yeah, enjoy the game again. Big thanks to Bold there for being awesome.
Yes.
In franchise, I put down an educator and I went to the podium, did nothing, then quit, and I never saw him again.
I never saw him again.
Well, that's what you notice too, is that the educators start to head to the educator podium with a month to go, kind of thing. Like, so if it's in December, at the beginning of November, they start to walk to it. But if they don't make it to the educator point by the time that the month is up, they just will turn around and go back to the break room for a year and just hang out in the break room. So like, I don't know if that's part of the bug or if you just have to like probably redesign your zoo so that your break rooms are closer to the educator talk points, or, but yeah, it was just like, someone said like, yep, didn't make it to my job today on time, so I just quit. Yep, the room that you have is going to be limited by that path. The aquatic rocks are awesome. The aquatic rocks are awesome. They are worth the pack price alone, basically.
Wonder why it's failing me from modifying that terrain. You think it would just kind of dig in right there, wouldn't you?
Do you have a shop in that building to the left?
No, I believe that is just a fake gift shop. No?
There's nothing real in there? No.
Huh. Well, let's see. I might be able to... Let me back this path off a little bit. We might be able to take it just right down in there once I bring this a little closer. Because, see, this path can be easily rerouted. Like, see how we can take some of... We can move some of this and kind of bend it.
You know what it is? I think you need to get rid of the path that you're routing from. I would get rid of that as well and just start, like, new with the pathing over there. Like, not all of it, but I think the path is...
Let's see how big
has
of
some funky terrain attached to it or something.
Let's just try one more time. You're right. I think we're going to be kind of blocked. Are we going to be blocked
here?
I
think that path has a terrain bit on it that's stuck with it. That's no bueno. Well, there you go, something.
Well, this might be a cool little viewing kind of platform under here. It's a little higher than I wanted it to be, but...
Have you heard the new Aquatic music for the pack? I've listened to it. I actually had it on a lot when I was building, like had speakers around when I was doing stuff, and yeah, it's really good. I think Nicholas Lionrider uploaded the files today, or the music today on YouTube, so
yeah,
I might just have to download that, because yeah, it does sound like a really good
Hey, Mama Ortega. Yeah, Drew, I've got to check out that guy. Yeah, you've been mentioning him to me lately. The Lionrider guy? Yeah, I've got to go check out some of his clips.
Yep, no, he's the person that made the flexi-colored rocks before. Literally, he made the flexi-colored rocks like a week before Frontier announced that they were going to release flexi-colored rocks. So good timing on his part. And yeah, his YouTube stuff is really good. He's a developer. He's a game developer, so he has a lot of great insights.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, into everything that's going on there. And yeah, again, his builds are really, really good. He does time lapses and shows off stuff there. So yeah, no, he's the good.
Cool.
He's the best, Nicholas Lionrider, Arthur? Yeah, no, he's good, right? Yep, he's up and coming there. Man, speaking of, I've been super proud of a lot of our YouTube friends there, like Zekin and Simply Savannah, and there's a few others I keep forgetting, but they've been hitting the 1,000 mark and the 3,000 mark.
Oh, yeah, Savannah's almost to 3,000. She might be at 3,000 by now.
Right before I got on here, she just tweeted out that she hit it, so... And those are some. And again, Zekin just hit, I think, 1,000 subscribers. And man, I just love that the Planet Zoo community is really watching some, highly detailed, skilled builders there.
Right, Zekin did an incredible. Did you see that facade this morning?
That was so good. Yeah, and again, he had this pack the same amount of time as us, and you look at that and you're like, man, I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Like, how, man? A Plastic Swan, she asked him, she's like, please tell me you're going to grow up and be a real architect.
Oh, right. No kidding. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Heather G says, she says, I try to watch as many as I can. I've been doing that a lot lately. I've really been trying to, I'll type in Planet Zoo and just hit like recently uploaded and see if there's, anything that's kind of new or catching my eye. And so that's how I found Nicholas Lionrider. I saw random one of his videos on the recent Planet Zoo YouTube thing, and I was like, oh, let's see what it's all about. But yeah, there's a bunch of good creators out there, everyone. A bunch.
Yeah.
And most of them have less than 100 subscribers, probably. Like it's a busy.
Hey, speaking of Lionrider, there he is right there.
Hey, there we go. Nicholas Lionrider. We were just talking you up. We were just talking you up.
Hey, there he is.
Nice. Actually, I think, he's another one. He just hit 1,000 subscribers. So, yeah, it seems
nice.
like, again, like a lot of good quality builders are really hitting their stride. And, Planet Coaster definitely had a lot of good creators, but I feel like the high quality builds were such a niche for Planet Coaster, unlike Planet Zoo, where it seems like it's a bit, more exposure for these really hardcore type builds there.
Right, yeah. And it seems like they are... there's just more of them, It's like it was like a bigger community than what kind of transitioned over from the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 days. A lot more. Planet Zoo got a lot more Zoo Tycoon transition, I think, than Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 got to Planet Coaster. Remember, Drew, there were a lot of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 holdouts. They didn't want to have anything to do with Planet Coaster. That was just like, no.
That was so weird. Well,
I can't blame them, but I jumped ship quick.
The ones that didn't want to come, and I'm not talking down to them or anything, because that's just the style of playing that they do. But that was the people who were held out from RCT3 in the last, in the 10th year of the game, basically, were either people like you and Mast and Mike and them, who were kind of you were hardcore builders, but you were loosey goosey about it. And then you had another subset who was no, every single roller coaster must be exactly recreated without issue, and your design is bad, it has to be perfect. It's oh dude, just back up, calm down.
There was a lot. Mama Ortega, it is in, just go to your facilities tab and go to all, and the animal talk point is just a couple down. So it's in the facilities tab, they've got it. But yeah, Drew, too, and there was I swear Mike and John don't remember, but there was some pretty hardcore gatekeeping with the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 recording community. If you posted your pictures and stuff and decided to do YouTube, there was a lot of gatekeeping going on, and John always tells me, he's like, man, I don't remember it being that bad. And I'm like, John, you and Mike were like the gatekeepers. you were like Shy Guy's pit bulls.
And that's I think that's a good point you bring up about why the community is a little bit bigger or whatever for content creation on for Planet Zoo and stuff, is just it's a more welcoming thing. Gatekeeping never works that well for these community type games like this.
You have to have community.
Right, exactly. And if you're just shutting out everyone that's hi, I'm a brand new content creator, I'm brand new to the game and I'm just sharing my pictures, and everyone's like, no, you must do it this way and it doesn't look good, so raw. Because I experienced that too. I posted one time on Shy Guys World. I posted one time and I got ripped to shreds because it wasn't my real.
I did too, man. Do not feel bad. I mean, you know me, I'm just so hard-headed. I'm like, man, fuck you guys. So I was just, so they let me. So I kind of stood up for myself, and they're like, okay, well, he can stay. But they were, it was an interesting time. And then when I got into the YouTube thing, and I would post pictures on there, I remember one time Shy Guy wrote me, and he's like, I feel you're only here to promote your YouTube channel, and that's not gonna fly. And I'm like, dude, I've got 11 subscribers. I'm posting the videos because I think it's better than just showing you all a picture. And so I had to cuss him out, and I never went back. Then Planet Coaster come out, and that was the end of that.
Right. Yep. And,
I never had a problem personally with John and Mike. But like I said, I was there. I was watching how they interacted with people, and I would say maybe John and Mike weren't gatekeepers as much as they were very cliquish. They were very because I think this was before the Bro Nation deal. They kind of had a Bro Nation before what you all know as Bro Nation. And it was very cliquish, I feel. If you weren't with that style, well, you saw what happened to you, Drew. If you weren't coming at that group with some realism and some sensible theme park elements and a purpose behind your design, Yeah, you were getting ripped. You weren't going to hang around there long.
Yeah, it seems like even for some people, they even got to the point of being like, "Okay, dude, like this is enough. Like it's a game.
Yeah, it's a game,
We're just
guys.
trying to have fun." So, but yeah, that was the old day. That was back in the old days.
Yeah, that was back when I was just a young whippersnapper.
In my 20s still.
Oh my God, you don't think I'm a hothead nowadays? You don't not want to know S-Dan from like 2012 when I ran into all these little freaks.
He'd kick your ass. Just for looking at him weird. But yeah.
I'm too old for that now, but yeah, that was interesting. That was back when forums were a thing.
Forum.
Oh.
Man. And forums are fun. The forums still have a place on the internet, but yeah, forums.
Heather's like, hey! As long as Heather's there, I still mess with the forums every once in a while. But if Heather gave it up, nah, I wouldn't be checking in with forums too much.
Tangent, because I forgot, I wanted to mention this to you too. Lion Rider, he's mentioning about modding. He's him and a few people are really good at the modding the animals. They're the ones that bring you like, they're he was talking about bringing in some new penguins today and like other things too. So yeah, those of you that are into the modding,
Lion Rider could get me like some true African penguins, so I don't have to just like fake these little king emperor penguins being.
So the only thing is right now, and I think he said they're actually on a breakthrough with this, but right now they would switch out the king penguin for the African penguin, so you wouldn't have the king penguin anymore in the game.
I think I would be okay with that.
You okay with that? Yeah. I think he said they're on a breakthrough though, basically where they are almost to the point where they can import their own animals.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That might be where Frontier goes.
Yeah, that might be where Frontier like steps on Lion Rider's neck and's like he gets like a stern email like, okay, you guys are gonna have to.
Right, like that's enough of this shit. We've put up with it long enough. Let's go in the back of the car.
in the back of the car.
Yeah, I'm in the back of the car.
Coaster Designer says, community is still like that. Had to pull back from some pretty well-known communities because the toxicity was getting out of hand. I just sow my best to be witty and present ideas since I can't accomplish building anything.
That's fair.
It's still out there, but I guess I mean everybody's kind of got like their war stories, and I just remember it being a lot more pervasive in like my Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 days. I remember like it was scary how nice everybody was with Planet Coaster. It was like that thing, like remember that episode in Family Guy when Brian and Stewie go to the Disney World, like they're zapping back, zapping to different universes, and they go to the Disney World and everything seems so nice, and then it like all goes to crap on them. I'm like, why are these people so nice? Yeah. Like this is, shouldn't you all be threatening each other now? Right.
Oh, man. You know who's been funny today is, Silver Fox. He's been trying to push collabs today between like people that he watches on YouTube so hard. I think it was earlier, he was trying to get me, you, Savannah, maybe it was Zekin and like someone else, like 5 of us to do a collab. It's like, dang, I look at that. Or Pausley was in there too. And now he wants to get I Am Lion Rider and Simply Savannah to do a recreation of the penguin and shark combo habitat at San Diego Zoo. And earlier he was he wants people to collab so bad.
What if Lion Rider could get us sharks?
Do it, you won't.
I bet you won't.
Do it. You won't.
Now look, I'm gonna make Bluefin upset if he's still here. I've got to make space for the keeper entrance. Maybe we can do it over here-ish. I always forget, and Bluefin's like, hey, idiot, where are they going to bring the animals into? And I'm like, damn it.
We're going to just yeet them over the wall really hard. Lion Rider already has sharks. Give me a sec, I'll send you a jiffy. A GIF. Okay, I'll look at this GIF. You message me, buddy.
Yeah, you send that to him, Lion Rider, and then he'll send it to me. And then we will scope this out.
And that's, we're going to have Lion Rider on the podcast, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'd probably come on with us.
I'm just going to put that out there on there, but
Jay
But they
Campbell
turned
says
it on
I'm
more
making a
because
Shark
of-
Tank in my aqua house right now.
what? No, you're not. Prove it.
Leaf
Post
said,
it on
Leaf
Discord.
Drew says your Discord is the coziest one he's found.
Cozy. I got a cozy Discord. That's what we try and go for. Cozy is my middle name. Andrew Cozy. Cozy, sir.
Cozy, sir.
Drew and stand on my face. No, we're not. Shut up.
No, we're not.
Shut up.
Drew, why do so many of these people come and watch us and hang out? We are such trash.
I said that today when I was circling the camera around for like an hour. I felt like I haven't done anything in this game for like an hour, and y'all are just hanging out. Like, what are you doing? Get out of here! Just purchase the Aquatic DLC. Yay, Sumi! You will have fun.
Oh, yes.
Carlos G's been
Sumi
helping out
will
because-
sink many hours into that.
Oh yes, oh yes. Carlos is going to help out because in his zoo, that's what's up. Oh, I got a ding on Discord.
Bolt says, because we are also trash humans. Hey, trash attracts trash. That's my buddy. He said, one of my fishing buddies, he said he had a friend that he fished with one time, or he used to fish with, and I guess his wife did not like him going out and fishing with Bob so much. And one time Bob went over there to get him and they were going to go fishing and their kitchen window was open and Bob was like going towards their door or whatever to knock on the door, and Bob heard the guy was like, I'm going fishing with Bob, and Bob said, the wife's guy said, oh yeah, go ahead and go fishing with Bob, trash attracts trash. And Bob said it was so awkward from that moment forward. Like, just go, like, if anytime he saw her at the grocery store, any of that, I said, did you say anything? He's like, no, he was already like, on thin ice with her. I wasn't going to say,
right.
Hey man, your wife called me trash.
Right.
But she
Let it go.
said, what trash attracts trash.
Check Discord when you get a second.
Hold on, let me go check Discord real quick, see what Drew's trying to show me here.
Lion Rider even said when you see that, he says, sends it over. That was pre-diving, so obviously now it'll look a lot better. Yeah, buddy, there's your jaws.
Oh, daddy.
And yeah, imagine it with the modern mechanics that they're going to get access to.
Yes.
Man. So what did y'all switch out? What'd you switch out?
Yeah,
for...
what'd you give up for that shark, Lion Rider?
Right.
Yeah, what you got on that?
Yeah, what'd you take? You take out the best animal? That's what you did, isn't it? Went up and snatched
Yeah,
it.
what'd you sacrifice for that shark?
You learn a lot from watching the streams, and it keeps you entertained. Well, we probably do more entertainment than teaching because we're okay. But
Okay, he did take out the saltwater male.
God dang it, man! Not the crocodile.
Damn it.
Well, now you got to make the choice, Stan. Do you want to have a crocodile habitat or a shark habitat?
Shark.
Yeah, so I mean, that was pretty easy.
I mean, but I like seeing those big male crocs, though, too.
No, but dude, because you could make, like, for shark habitat, just imagine like a freaking 10-meter big or tall like glass panel with a big shark swimming in front of it for Sienna. That'd fit in so well. Just a big like coastal. You should do like a coastal reef section with a big shark habitat.
Yes.
And they just have the Jaws theme playing all the
That's
time.
what I was saying. Look at this, Lion Rider. What I was telling them earlier. How cool would it be to set up here like this, but instead of like, obviously we have our awesome seals, but watching like some big sand sharks kind of just glide through this lagoon. Oh, yes. If you could take out the caiman, if you could make that happen, do that. I would much rather lose the caiman than the giant saltwater male crocodile. But yeah, we could do like the little Palsley technique and have like glass like paths going through here and the sharks like swimming over people. Like, look, their little fins would be sticking up right now.
Dude, I would shit my pants if I walked into a glass tunnel with sharks.
You damn right.
I can't remember what I was gonna say.
It would be a stinky situation because I'd be right there with you.
Oh man, what happens when you put a shark and penguins in the same habitat? The penguins form a union and they get militarized and they elect a general. And they eventually fight.
To the death?
Yes! They have to. Hey, you're about to be where I was earlier, messing with water in the habitat.
Drew's loving it.
I'm loving it. We need George Costanza's mother back again. George! Did you ever watch Seinfeld back in the day, or not really?
A little bit. I was more of a Frasier guy.
I love Frasier too, yeah. Did you like, we were talking about old 90s shows today. I used to watch a lot of Everybody Loves Raymond too. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Home Improvement was like my main one though, I think.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best.
And like Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life and
Rugrats
Doug,
and Hey Arnold.
Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Cat Dog.
Like, did you like watch
Cat
Nickelodeon or like Cartoon Network, or was it kind of like both?
No, I was more of like a Nickelodeon kid. I was like, Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, Doug, Rugrats. I was definitely a Nick kid. Salute Your Shorts, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Dude, see, I remember Are You Afraid of the Dark specifically because A, it scared the pants off me, but B, I couldn't watch it for a little bit because it was TVY7. Remember that? So
Yeah.
Like, I was 6 years old, and I was like, my mom was like, no, it's TVY7. I was like, but Mom, I'm 6. I'm a big kid. I can watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh yeah, Gargoyles. Remember what was that one cartoon? It was like they were sharks. Remember, they were like big muscular sharks.
I had the action figures for them too.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, shark.
Power Rangers. Yeah, I was into the Power Rangers. I was into Dragon Ball Z for a little bit too. Street Sharks. Bluefin got it. Street Sharks.
Street Sharks. Heck yeah.
That was my jam. That and what did I used to watch like when I was getting ready for school? It was like they were animals, but they were robots. Remember, like the black gorilla, like they would turn into
Animorphs.
I can't remember.
Dude, Animorphs was the shit. I love that show.
It could have been, but they were.
It was an action figure.
They were like animals, but they would turn into. It was like a Transformer type thing, but it was animals, and they would like fight bad guys and stuff.
See, I went from watching like the cartoons and stuff like that to like MythBusters and like the Discovery Channel, like. What was that? What was that motorcycle show? Orange County Choppers. Did you ever watch that?
Oh yeah. I remember, speaking of your mom and stuff, I would have to sneak, and because my mom, like, if she caught me trying to watch Beavis and Butthead even South Park, my mom would have a fit if she caught me watching South Park.
Oh my god, yeah. I remember when the first South Parks came out and all the kids at school were talking about, they were all doing Cartman. And like the first time I watched it, my mom came around and she was like, didn't think anything of it. Then she like stopped and listened. She's like, "What are you watching?"
I know, my mom. Yeah, my mom was like that too. And like soon as she heard, it was like my big old chocolate balls from Chef. My mom's like, "What the hell did he just say?" And I knew I was going to have to sneak and watch it from that point forward. I knew Chef had screwed me.
It was like that, and then like MTV started to get like Road Rules, Real World Challenge, and like the Cribs, and all the car shows or Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My Ride, yeah.
Oh man,
that was awesome.
And then, like, if you look back at those now, you're just like, oh my gosh, how did I actually think that those were real shows?
I know. I was like, you're like that is so cheesy.
It's so bad now.
Leaf said, my parents literally yelled at my grandfather for letting me watch SpongeBob. Turned out to be one of our favorite shows.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, that's Aunt Crispy. Hey, Aunt Crispy says wild thornberries were good
Oh,
too.
yes, wild
He's like
thornberries.
Nigel smashing.
Oh, smashing. Yes.
Oh man, I hope Nigel shows up in MS Tenacious randomly.
That'd be cool.
Just as like a random side character. It's like Nigel's like cousin or something from Hamilton.
You know, it's weird. It's like Race Car said, all of the Pimp My Ride stuff being fake. And, you know, that's what Casey was telling me about. Like, she watches a lot of those home improvement shows where, like, you know, they fix up the house. And she told me one time, it was like a bunch of them. She's like, you know, they don't, like, get to keep any of this stuff that's staged in the house.
Right.
Like, the company comes, that's only for filming. The company comes and takes all that back once filming's over. And then you hear weird stories about, like, the families losing the house because they can't, like, afford the taxes on it and stuff. It's
yeah, because you take a poor family and put them in a, you know, $350,000 house and be like, okay, enjoy the taxes.
Yeah, yeah, enjoy the, you know, the $3,000 tax bill on that in a year.
Seriously. We had a friend that lived in Chicago that did the trading, not trading houses, but one where they look at like 3 different houses and then choose one at the end or whatever.
Yeah.
And they said that the way they do it is they got a hold of like 2 or 3 of their friends and asked if they could like use their house as like the other houses because they had already picked the house that they wanted to use. So yeah, the show just like had them go into their friends' houses and look around, even though they weren't going to buy the house, basically, and just do it for the show. And yeah, then they like toured their house that they had already bought. And
it was
nice.
I've heard that the love it or list it people do that. Like the house is already like selected, but they take them to like 3 or 4 other houses, you know, just for the show.
Just rent them out. Yeah, exactly.
And I'll tell you one thing, if that was real, I would never let Hillary near my house. Like, at the moment that woman walks into a house, like, your basement has to go, your children are going to die, the roof is caving in.
Yeah, just all the walls out. Blow out.
She's like, I can't do your bathroom because you've been breathing in deadly black mold for the last 12 years. All of you are probably about to die. I can't give you a new bathroom. We must fix this now. Oh, you idiots. And I'm like, damn, lady.
Yeah. Give him a chance.
Yeah, give the man a bathroom.
See, and that's my other favorite is, or my favorite. Well, kind of, because I sit there and watch them with her. But Michaela's favorite is the home, or Chip and Joanne, and
was it Fixer Upper? Fixer Upper.
Yes. Yeah.
Now I heard the same thing about them too. All of their stage stuff. If the people don't buy it, it gets sent back. Like that's their stuff.
Yeah, because that's her company, Joanne's. She's a staging company and design company.
Cool.
So that's like what? Yeah, they have a whole. You can visit their like website and everything.
But isn't it like I imagine it's like super like expensive. You have to be living in $750,000 houses or condos.
Right. You can like buy like certain like fabrics and like designs that they've made or whatever on there, but yeah, if you want them to actually like do anything for you, it's just like woo. But I love how her solution, it seems like every single episode is like, we're gonna blow out every single wall in this house and then have a huge open airway. It's like every single one of her designs is blow out the walls and let everything flow through.
Nope, that wall has to go.
Nope, fuck that wall especially. 2:30 a.m. Since I have to work at least a bit tomorrow, I'm going to try and catch some sleep. Linda,
oh, see you, Linda.
All day. I've been hanging out with Linda all day, basically, so that's awesome. So
Linda is such a zoo nerd. Like, is she not an absolute nerd? She's got some good passion for this, though.
She is the nerd. She is the nerd. So
I always turn to Linda, like if somebody is like presenting me with a weird zoo fact, I'm like, I never heard Linda say that. You better get your facts straight.
Aunt Crispy, yes, exactly. Shiplap everywhere. Yep. Everyone wants open concept these days with homes, so all the walls need to go. And I'm almost like the opposite with like what I like my dream home or whatever. I like character in a home, and like little nooks and crannies and like little bookshelves built into walls. And I don't know. I like a more homey feel rather than the big open concept feels.
If I ever build a dream home one day, I want to have like a secret passage. Like I want some kind of triggered door, bookcase. Like that is like my ultimate nerd fantasy. Like nobody knows that it's there, but I can just like pull a book out and it like takes me in there. Right? Wouldn't that be cool?
Well, you already have like your that'd be awesome. You already have like your bear cave, your man cave pretty much getting set up, slowly but surely it looks like. So,
yeah, it's here, but it's like I think I can do better one of these years.
Right. No, you got to go full out and just like make the bat cave basically, and you go in through a bookshelf or book.
Yes.
Yeah. No, just don't even be cheesy and hokey with it if you ever get the money. When we get that sweet YouTube money, what?
Yeah.
Just build a bat cave and have your garage in there, an office, and have a waterfall in front of your house. You need a waterfall in front of your house where your car comes in and out for your garage.
Yes, Savannah said, would that be your office? Yes, I think so. It would just be totally like nobody would know. Like I would have to tell you where it was at.
And then kill you.
Like I don't even know if Casey would know where it's at in the house. Like that part would be just undisclosed. I'll just be like, I'm here somewhere. Alexa, turn off all lights.
You just leave a walkie-talkie in the kitchen so that she can never it goes off. I'm in the house. Don't worry.
I'm here.
I will. You just turn into Liam Neeson. I will find you.
I will find you.
No.
Would you like me to bring home dinner?
Well, that's how you're set up now, right? Your man cave is kind of your office as well. Like that's where you do all your recordings. And...
Yeah, it's all down here. Oh God! I just set off Aunt Chris. I knew I shouldn't have said that, Aunt Crispy. I knew I was going to get one of your alls.
Alexa, call Pizza Hut. Order 30 pizzas. You got Heather too.
Lights go down.
Secret entrance to your D&D dungeon. Oh,
yes.
That would be sick to have like a whole D&D layer.
I know.
Oh.
Right. But in Estan Waterfall, we all know Estan would go bankrupt with that monstrosity of a visual. Hey, I do. I thought about that once. I'm like, if I ever like moved somewhere to like where I had an in-ground pool, I would find somebody to design me a waterfall for it.
But they do have a point. You wouldn't be able to skimp on it. You'd have to do a full-on Disney waterfall. Like if it's a U waterfall for your place, you can't have no like landscape or little waterfall. You need to have like the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true.
You need the backside of water. Like that's what you need is backside of water waterfall.
And race car is naked in a dark room.
Well, why wouldn't he be?
Same.
You want pizza? Pizza's always great. Oh man, gotta get you a grotto. There's a there's an HGTV show for that too, or maybe it's Animal Planet. I know what you're talking about. Like Flip My Grotto, or it might be something like that. There's also an aquarium show like that where they like build in these giant, like in houses, like giant wall aquariums for people on the Animal Planet. Everyone's into the remodel thing right now.
Yeah,
making every remodel and make it rustic. Bam.
Yep.
Rustic is remodeled. Rustic is going to look like what,
like the green linoleum did.
Well, yeah, exactly. Or like shag carpet from this, like in like 10 to 15 years, it's just going to be everywhere, and everyone's going to be like, "This is ugly." It looks.
This is terrible.
This is a good idea, right?
Like everything's just going to be like minimalism, utilitarian. It's all just going to be like slab concrete and like just white and gray.
And then a random like wagon wheel will be hanging up on their wall. Like I'm rustic, okay. Yeah, it's just gonna look so drab, and that's why I said like my dream kind of home is like the complete opposite of what most of I guess our generation is all about, which is like minimalism. I'm like, no, give me corners and nooks and crannies.
Well, Casey's dream home is like she is on a huge farmhouse kick right now.
Okay,
Like she wants to go full on farmhouse.
Wants to get that wraparound porch and all
Yeah.
that fun stuff. Yeah. Well, time to be a farmer there, Dan.
Yeah, I'll get me some cows.
Yep, get yourself a tractor.
Take you
The show
for
is
a
called
ride
Taste. On your big old track. They built Dwight Howard a snake and fish combo tank. Talk about a collab. No kidding.
Oh,
right?
I used to
That's
love that show. Tanked. Yeah, that used to be my
Yeah.
jam.
They have it on YouTube now.
Do they?
Every once in a while. Yeah, every once in a while. Animal Planet puts a lot of their shows, or not like the whole show at once, but they'll put up like different segments from an episode to where it's basically the whole thing. So yeah, I like to watch a lot of that. And the Dog Whisperer, they put a lot of his stuff up. Caesar, him. Yeah.
Dude, there's a new show coming out. It's like it's got I think his name. It's the guy from Breaking Bad. Is it Bryan Cranston? It's called called Your Honor. Holy crap, dude. It looks like it's going to be in freaking tense.
What's it called? Your Honor?
Yeah, Your Honor. It's like the dude, it has like I don't think it started yet, but the dude is a judge and his son like runs over and kills like this other like teenager, but like flees the scene. He leaves.
Oh,
well, the boy that he kills, that he runs over, is like this big mafia boss's like only son. And so the Bryan Cranston, who is the guy's dad, like finds out about it and is trying to like cover it up and keep his son from, being hurt or prosecuted. And now like the mafia guys are after them. And it just, you'll have to tell me what you think about the preview. And I'm I'm not even really into really TV shows much anymore. I used to be into The Walking Dead a pretty good bit. But that I could see. I watched Sons of Anarchy too a lot when that was back in its day. But Your Honor. Yeah,
it's only on.
Is it on Showtime or something? Or
it says it's on Prime Video right now, and it originally aired on Showtime. Yep, and then it's also on Showtime. Yeah, next episode is December 13th at 9 p.m.
Oh, cool.
There you go. Do you have Showtime?
I don't, but Casey has Prime. Did you say we could watch it on Prime?
Yes, you can. It says watch now for free on Prime Video. So there you go.
Yes, Casey does have Amazon Prime, so I'm gonna have to check that out. It just caught my attention.
Well, he's great. I love Bryan Cranston. He's like, speaking of Seinfeld, I've been following him since. Yeah, Silver Fox, exactly. Bryan Cranston will always be Tim Watley to me. He played a corrupt dentist on Seinfeld. That would, So.
He did.
Look at you, Leaf.
I am the one who knocks.
Look at chat.
Thank you, Leaf. I will grab myself a beer soon.
Hey, cheers, Rooney. So, speaking of being excited, I know we've been dropping hints here and there about Take Two podcasts and stuff, but most people here follow the podcast already. But we have a really exciting rest of the month planned with the podcast there. In 2 days, we're talking to Simply Savannah, which I know you mentioned earlier. And then also this Saturday, we're going to be talking to Eben.
I have to get that right.
Yes, not Iben. He won't correct you. He won't correct you, and it's fine, but
Talking about amazing creator.
Right, and great insight in the developer and modding world, big time. He's again, if you don't know him, he's from the Zoo Tycoon 2 community primarily, but obviously came over to Planet Zoo, and he made most of the modded animals or helped make them for Zoo Tycoon 2 there. So we're gonna have a great conversation with him on Saturday about the new pack and his thoughts on it and everything. And then, we were tossing around the idea for a Christmas kind of special or holiday special there. And do do something we don't normally do, which is get a bunch of people on the podcast that we are our little bros there, and hopefully get maybe Jonty. And it's funny, we haven't asked any of these guys this yet, and I'm announcing it.
I know. But they're gonna come on. I mean, it's us.
Gonna come on. But yeah, we're gonna try and get Jonty. We're gonna try and get John Mass Bandit come on. We're gonna try and get Mike Sheets come on. Maybe a few other people too. But because normally our rule is that we don't want to have more than 3 people on at a time. Maybe 4, just because people start to get kind of talking over each other.
Right? Yeah. 3 is the limit. 3 is like perfect, especially if you all are kind of tired of hearing from me and Drew so much. 3 is perfect. 4 too much. We've kind of messed with this long enough to 4's little too much.
So, but again, since it's like the end, it's gonna be the end of the year podcast basically, and Christmas kind of special. We might do some kind of fun things with the podcast, as far as I don't know, trying to think of some sort of games we could do digitally, or whatever. We'll
gotta do some kind of Christmas special or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll have those guys on, maybe some other people too. We might figure out like a rotation system where we can have the primary guys on, then maybe have a few guests here and there. But anyways, we brought up the number of people thing because it's bound to be a shit show as far as people talking over each other and all that fun stuff. But it'll be a good time. We'll have some of your favorite creators come on the Take Two podcast, and we'll have a fun little end of the year celebration there. I'm gonna probably drink. I'm gonna probably drink for it.
Coaster designer said, so do 5 and you two just don't talk.
Yeah, there you go. Right. We'll do the intro and be like, okay, go.
Hey, Matt said they'd never get bored of me.
Oh, see, but Matt's a loyal person. Coaster sucks. So.
Hey, we had a pretty good podcast with Beyond our race car carried us through that Planet Coaster chat.
Mod? Yeah, he did. He definitely.
that was a good one. That was a good one for the Planet Coaster nerds.
Yep, and he was messaging us the other day that they're on a pretty big breakthrough with the coaster modding stuff. So we won't have him on right away because we just did some modding stuff for Planet Coaster. But looks like to start next year, we'll have some more fun updates for the Planet Coaster modding world there.
Yeah, those guys are working pretty hard on that. A lot of interesting stuff.
I think we're close, man, to doing some D&D content. Like they're really talking serious about how to set up the streaming and get our avatars to be on screen and like talking at the same time of us.
They're wanting to go pretty legit with that, aren't they?
I'm fine with that because if we can just play D&D and get YouTube people to hang out with us and all that, or stream, or people to watch us during the stream, that's perfect because we have a heck of a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Usually by the end, when all the alcohol that we've been drinking starts to hit us by the end of the second hour, then it gets a little bit out of hand, but that's okay. That's okay.
Fun times.
Eben gets caught doing Zoo Tycoon 2 workarounds in Planet Zoo, and it's really funny. Yeah, he's part of the he's helping out some of the mod stuff with Planet Zoo as well. Like they just I don't think they just did it, but a little bit ago they made shops invisible in Planet Zoo, which is pretty awesome. So that's a mod.
And what was Race Car also saying? They've completely removed the fencing around the flat rides.
And the entrance baubles are gone as well.
Yes.
And pathing. I'm going brain dead. I've been talking too much today. The railings, not the railing, the curbs, man, heck me. The curbs are gone. They made the curbs invisible on elevated paths. So literally you can make almost anything you want invisible in Planet Coaster now. And that's just full-on creativity.
Nice. As far as the aquatic pack goes, Drew, does this buy Frontier a lot? Does this buy them a lot of breathing room? Like to kind of, like, we did that, we handled that. Or do you not want them resting on their resting on their laurels?
Thing is, like, this is And I don't want to take any wind out of their sails or anything, because this is a huge accomplishment for the game. Like, this is something we've needed for this game for a little bit there, a really big gameplay mechanic changing thing. But yeah, no, they can't rest now, because again, they have the attention of the community and everyone is here for this right now, but they can't go back, right? They can't go backwards from this. I don't think they can't come out with okay, and here's a Northeast America pack with 4 animals that don't swim or anything. But yeah, they're gonna have to keep kicking it up basically if they want to keep people around, I feel like.
Yeah. I've noticed a lot of people have pivoted to birds now.
Yep, I'm with them. This kind of is the beacon of Gondor there. The first beacon has been lit, which
the
is
beacons have been lit.
Diving. Yes, exactly. The second beacon, which is aviaries and flying, that's going to be lit soon, and then maybe underground digging mechanics, which that one...
Drew calls for aid.
I do. I need aid in my quest for aviaries. Yeah, no, so again, really big accomplishment, really good for the game. Gives me a lot of hope for the future for DLC packs and everything like that. But yeah, no, they can't rest now. They if they keep going with like more gameplay changing things and more flexy stuff and good scenery items, yeah, I think they can recapture a lot of the audience that kind of left. And
Joshua said, "I want my meerkats."
Yeah, no, I think digging mechanics will be the most interesting if they can ever get that going. We kind of talked with Jonty about this a little bit, but yeah, it would be real. That's the one that I think would be really cool to see if they could ever get the terrain to be voxel enough, I guess, to have digging happen. I just feel like they wouldn't be able to unless they'd had like a special enrichment item or something. I don't know. Or yeah, little holes. That's what he said, right? Little dirt holes that we place on the ground that they could go into. Yeah, I think that could work.
The only thing about this, though, Drew, is we've really given them I know we've done all this work, but this is a little tiny area, isn't it?
It's a little small.
Wonder if I should push some of this back and make their lagoon bigger.
What is their here, click on a little dude. What's their
Oh, see you, Leaf. Thanks for the donation, buddy.
Yeah, hey.
We will drink in your honor.
See you, bud. But yeah, what's their
let's see. They
terrain,
where we go. They need. Well, we've got them covered on here with the water coverage good, but I don't have them nearly enough. This is basically their land.
That's way too much. I was talking about this today in my stream, and it's like I don't really listen to the land requirements anymore because they're kind of crazy for some of the animals.
Let's get the little guy. Let's get a couple of them over here. See, they're coming to get him. He just picked that one up.
Oh yeah, let's put him in there. We'll see.
Yeah, let's just kind of, because I'm thinking, like I said, all of this can be. Let's see if they like immediately escape.
They're slippery little devils.
Okay, they can't. I'm going to have to adjust it a little bit. They can't get down to the water yet. So that might be a good thing anyway. Let me try to... Let's see. Gonna have to...
Well, you got those stairs, the rock stairs. Those work so well for traversability. Is that a real word? I don't know.
Maybe.
Made it up. Oh, or you're going to make a little... Just lift up the logs?
Well, I was going to like maybe try to... Let me just get rid of some of this. I don't know what's part of the big thing and what's not.
Right.
And I will try to back this up a little bit and see if we can get them maybe the steps in, or... Because see, they've got like a nice little shallow section, then they've got the cliff kind of drop off that they can swim a little deeper in, like in front of all the people here. But we have to get them down to the water first. Oh, he may be able to now. Did you see him just come out of there?
Yeah.
Let me kind of...
That'd be cool.
Kind of just maybe stack this right there. Let's see. Come here, little fella. Yes, they can get down there now.
Nice.
So that, I mean, if you look at it like this, they've got a pretty good little lagoon to explore in. Now that we've kind of moved that stuff back, you know?
And it's deep enough for them to dive around?
I believe so, because the feeder said it was okay. The feeder is deep enough. So I think that's kind of what you need to go off of if your feeders.
If you click on the animal.
Here he comes. Let's see what he does here. See if he goes off this edge.
See where's. But yeah, if you click on the animal and hit the terrain button, the mountain button, it has a little thing there that says how much percentage of the habitat is deep water diving. And it tells you that it's good to, if it's good to go or not good to go.
He's kind of acting like he's going to do it, Drew. I just don't know. He's acting a little weird.
Yeah, there he is on
He's
doing
kind of
floating, the bobber
going
thing.
back. Okay, so you said click on the terrain.
Or yeah, so him and then the
average
terrain.
Navigable water depth. It is red. Deep water 65%.
You might need to push those rocks in, that terrain back a little bit where like the tree is, or like you were saying before, if you could get some more room on where the path is. But yeah, you need a little bit more room for your pond there.
Sheet.
Or else they'll do it, but not as much. Like if it's at 100%, then they are just like, yeah, dude, I will dive everywhere. But if not, then they're like, not really feeling like the dive and stuff.
I pulled that beach back a little bit.
Okay.
Let's get rid of this. I hate that you have to get rid of this water, Drew. Like, it's my nemesis.
Yeah, I know. It's especially when you go back and forth playing Planet Coaster and you're just like, oh yeah, I can just edit the ground with the water in there. Woo! Coaster Designer says, yep,
nemesis.
Yellow or green to get deep diving. Gotcha. I think, you're pretty close to a yellow or a green, but nice. It might sound dumb, but the seagull adds a lot of character around the zoo. No, that doesn't sound dumb at all. I agree. And I think that's, I think Estian, you said this earlier, that's like Frontier's cheeky little way of being like, you guys want birds? Fine.
Yeah, they kind of trolling us with wooden birds now.
Oh, speaking of, did you get a package today?
Oh, dude, I didn't look. I did not
either. I forgot.
Hold on one second. Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me check my front step. I come in through the garage. I didn't even look. Hold on one sec. I'll go check. It might be sitting out there.
Nice. Oh god, I have to take over this stream now. I've never streamed. No, I'm just kidding. So, now would you have digging mechanics so we get meerkats, birds so we get aviaries, or fish so we get mini aquariums? That's a good question, Matt. Right now I'm so hot and heavy on birds. Basically, I would just love an aviary, like a module aviary builder kind of thing, so that we could definitely make our own there. That would be awesome. So, my only thing is, they wouldn't release this new major mechanic not to utilize it with new future animals in some way. Oh, yeah. I don't think this is the last of semi-aquatic animals that we're going to see. Not at all. I definitely think we'll see a lot more semi-aquatic animals coming, hopefully there. Like the sun bear, right? Is the sun bear an aquatic animal at all, or semi-aquatic animal? Because that was the other animal that was leaked in the leak. It was leaked in the leak. It was leaky leak. It was Ricky Leak. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, no worries, Matt. I know we get kind of rambling on, and we ignore chat sometimes. Sorry, we're just two dudes talking. You need another aquatic pack before birds. Okay, so what would be in the next semi-aquatic pack? I'm using semi-aquatic now. After watching Simply Savannah's video this morning, she made a good point that while it's definitely understandable to call this the aquatic pack because semi-aquatic pack sounds weird, they're only semi-aquatic animals, right? So definitely have to keep that in mind. So what would be the next semi-aquatic animals that we would like to see there? No, sun bears are terrestrial. Thank you.
Dude,
see what they bring next. Nice. What's up? Did you get
I think they fucked us this time, dude. We are getting shit.
Yeah, everyone else, look at my penguin. SD and me, fuck you guys.
Oh, man.
I wanted the
fuck
penguin.
them too.
Yeah, they talk shit all the time.
Dude, that is creepy. Like, I went all the way down. I, ran down to the mailbox. Nothing.
Not a thing. You'd like to see sea turtles? Sea turtles again? Oh man.
Oh hell yeah, I would. Good
sea lion
idea.
and walruses? Yeah, I wish we could have gotten sea lions and walrus. Like walrus especially is such a huge animal. Yeah, for zoos and stuff, that would have been awesome. But dude, you're trying to get a reef pack. You know, I was thinking you could almost make reefs out of the backside of the new rocks, like the pebble or gravel-looking rocks that we have. The underside of it looks like a honeycomb or something like that, or almost like a coral reef kind of thing.
Dude, I made it worse. I'm only 60% now.
Man, what'd you do?
I don't know what I did.
So what was your idea earlier? You were talking about cutting into the path a little bit, right? Like next to the otter habitat here to kind of expand it out a little bit.
Well, the only thing about that is I was thinking, like, well, see, you don't want to totally cut this path out.
Now, what if you had to go through it? What if the path went like a
bridge, like
lagoon.
above the lagoon,
Yeah.
like bring the lagoon out over here, like towards the penguins?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
hell yeah.
You get multi-level views from that wooden path that's up above too.
Yeah.
Oh, that would look good.
Yeah,
That'd be
because
cool.
the otters would go underneath the bridge over into
Hell yeah.
here, and the people up here could see them, look down on them.
Yeah. You could set up like a little pier or something, a little dockside bridge or something. Maybe like a little port area over. I don't know. Yeah, there's a bunch of possibilities right there.
Sumi says get rid of some of the rocks. That'll probably help. Well, let's and what I can do is make sure to not put as many rocks over here and just make it like some good deep. I mean, I'll put rocks on the bottom of like on the floor, but just not like all up here in their grill here.
Right.
Yeah,
dude,
that
no, I
is a
think that'll
good
work out
ass
really-
idea.
You're gonna have to do some demolition work on the pathing and some of those moss rocks, but overall, that's gonna look really cool with the bridge going over it and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit the barrier here a little bit.
Here comes the ensuing. Oh God, I have to do all this now just to do that. Like,
Yeah, shit.
it's never a simple thing. But, oh, what a good idea! That's gonna take me 4 hours. But that's part of the fun. What was I going to ask you? The wood panel set. You thinking you're going to get a lot of good use out of that new flexi-color wood panel set for Sienna and stuff?
Possibly. I don't know.
It almost doesn't fit for your style. Oh, that's a good drink of tea. Man, what a major renovation project going on at Sienna Zoo. The all-new $30 million expansion to the river otter habitat.
Yes, y'all want river otters? We are going to give them some river otters.
We're going to fund all the river otter exhibits. All right, let's see what the chat's say. Beavers. Oh, beavers would be awesome. Beavers, manatees, rays, and capybara. Yeah, the capybara, I see a lot of people saying that they really wanted that for the South America pack, and that's kind of a semi-aquatic animal too. So, yeah, that'd be a neat one there. Put animals in boxes. I learned that trick today too. I didn't know about that one until today, about the animals, if they get close to the edge of the water, then they prevent you from putting water back in.
Oh.
Which is annoying. And
interesting.
If you click, I learned how to play the game today, Stan. It was great. People are teaching me how to play the game that I have over 1,000 hours in.
Hey, they teach me like every stream. I'm like, I didn't know I could click on that.
Exactly.
And they're
to
like,
box all the animals quicker, you can click on the habitat barrier, and then there's a box all animals button. Found that out today.
Oh, cool.
Tight. Yeah. But the more I learn how to play the game, the more I get annoyed with it. Is what I find. I'm like, this is why I'm just a builder, guys. I can't play this game. I just can't. You'd love to see a big cat pack, a bunch of kitties. You like to see a bunch of little house
I'd love to
cats?
see mountain lions.
That would be tight. Cougars.
Yes.
Yes. I'd love to see like coyotes as well. This little mountain coyote.
Oh yeah.
That was in the tutorial. Well, fine, Heather. Heather wants us to do the tutorial.
Yeah.
We don't do no.
Well, that's what Alexis was saying too. She's like, if you all would just like read the patch notes, We're like, what the hell? Patch notes?
Who's got time for patch notes when there's building objects?
Yeah.
I'm trying to build, okay? Only nerds do tutorials. See, Blackbeard has it correct. Only nerds.
Yeah, nerds.
Nerds. What a bunch of nerds. Mountain lions, ocelots, lynx, servals. Nice, nice. I just think the best thing they could do is just more packs without themes. This weird loose theme pack turned out to be the best in my opinion. I do too. I think that's that's the reason why this is the best pack, because we don't have to be disappointed with, oh, this is the only animals we're getting for all of South America. It's like, no, this is just like a harbor pack or whatever kind of pack or whatever. So
yeah, see, that's what some people were saying too. They were like, I wish they would just be a little more generic instead of just base, like, because people think like, well, that's all we're ever going to get for South America now?
Yeah,
and it's kind of off-putting to people, isn't it?
Because we got a South America animal with this pack, right? So I think, didn't we?
Yeah, the river otters. I think it's exclusively from South America. Exactly. Am I not correct on that, or?
No, you are. Yep, you are. So I only knew that because of Masked Bandit's recent trip to the Houston Zoo, where they just opened up their giant South America section, and they had river otters and capybaras and stuff like that in there. So, yeah, that's a good point. We're still adding South America animals, and even after the South America packs. So Nicholas Lionrider, that's a good point as well. Yeah, not naming the packs after countries is a good thing, or continents, or whatever. So I still don't get how the patch notes never mentioned the watercolor change. Apparently, because it's been in the game since the South America pack, Nicholas Lionrider, and yeah, two South America animals. Oh, the caimans are also from South America. Ah, very nice. I was going to mention that earlier when we were talking about getting rid of the caimans for the sharks or whatever. I would do the same thing, but you know what? I think the caimans are the best looking animal from the pack. Like, have you looked at them up close?
Just for a few moments. They've probably been my least, like, on my radar animal of the pack. But I mean, well, besides the turtle, but
yeah, but that's not a real animal, so it's just a picture, basically. But no, they have like the best looking, like whoever's doing the reptile skins, like or models at Frontier is just like, should get a raise. Oh, look at you! You're going through what I went through.
Yeah, I'm a little too low.
Where the water is like, fuck you, buddy.
Wondering if it's a issue over here or where the path is. Or...
It's where the path is and stuff. Oh no, you can't because the path is there. So it's gonna have to go up. Like you're gonna have to make the bridge go like up first, and then level out, and then down. I think is how it's gonna go. Yeah, and here comes the favorite part. Using the land tool, the path tool, and the water tool all together to act nice with each other. And it doesn't work. I'd used glass panels earlier.
Or do I lower this stuff? I mean, I just think the bridge looks too cool to kind of. That's a good point. You know, I think it'd be more prudent to like lower this to where we need it. Let's just see if I can make this work. It's not much, it's just, you know. Alright, there's the lily pads. They're almost right there.
You could mess with those.
Could almost do that and bring the lily pads down.
That might work.
And then that way they can still get down to the water. Man, that I think can be pretty stinking cool.
Work. Yeah, no, you're right. That bridge does look good flat.
Yeah, like just that flat kind of clean.
Mm-hmm. Maybe add like a little like shade structure on it or something like that. Yeah. Hell
yeah, man! This is a good idea. That's why I keep you around, Drew.
Yeah, sometimes I pull one out of my butt. You know, sometimes. So. Let's see here. Savannah, they're honestly underrated. I love them a lot too. Oh, the caimans? Yeah, the caimans are great. Is it going to be deep enough, though? It should be, because it was deep enough before. William! What's up, buddy? It was deep enough before. He just didn't have enough area covered of the deepness, basically. Excuse me. I still
100%.
Get is it nice?
There we go. But can they get down to the water is the question.
Oh, time for H.
Yes, they can.
H.
Nice.
Well, that is the start of a habitat.
Now we just have to dress it up a little bit, don't we? This didn't take long, did it?
I mean, it took me like 2 hours earlier, so yeah, no, it's good. But I also...
Drew's like, shut the hell up, man.
You just accepted the lower water level. I was like, no, game. I want my water to go back where it was, okay? And I fought with the game. That's my problem. I fight with the game instead of accepting its positioning. No, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're almost more excited for a reptile house with pools the crocs will actually use properly over the other animals. Oh, that'd be neat. Fill up your reptile house with some crocodiles and stuff. Yes. Man, you need a waterfall over here? I think it's time for another waterfall. Just all the waterfalls. Waterfall. These people can look through the back side of the waterfall up on the wooden bridge over onto the lower deck. Bam. Waterfall.
We may have to make that happen.
See? Well, but you can't use the new waterfall because that's a giant block with the water running down it. You have to do it old school. Yeah, what'd be cool is that one waterfall you have on the one side there is if they could like go up in behind there and use that as their like sleeping area or something like that.
Yeah, that would be cool. This is like Otter River. This is like Suyana's Otter River here or something, you know? It looks awesome.
Now, you know that new jetty piece is the bedding piece for them? So it acts like the straw bedding and the grass bedding or whatever. The jetty piece, so you can sink that into rocks or whatever, and they'll treat it like a bed, basically, and sleep there and hang out.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I found that out today. I learned so much about Planet Zoo today. It was great.
That's cool. We'll have to get him some toys and stuff in here when we really...
The duck! You have to get the duck.
Yes, we have to get him a duck.
It's the first time I saw him playing with it, I laughed my ass off because the penguin like swam by the duck and like then it circled back around, looked at it, and then it just flipped it out of the water with its tail, basically. And I was like, okay, I guess he doesn't like that duck. Sorry, buddy.
You know, one of my favorite plant, and I know you guys are going to say, dude, that's been there forever. I swear I've never seen this plant. Where is it? I can't even tell you what it's called. I just have to show you. It's gorgeous.
What you have here?
Where in the world is that? Hold on, let me just go. I know I've got one over here. This. When in the world did we get this? The giant rhubarb plant.
Oh, that was 1.4.
It was. Okay, so we did. I was about to say, I'm like, I know this plant has not been missing from my life like since
it's so good. If it's in everywhere too, because like even where I'm from in the Midwest here, we get wild rhubarb that grows that looks just like that, like on the side of roads and stuff. I know,
man. It's like it's killer.
It's I love it. Jungle plant, and the big one fills up so much room. Like you can get a quick little like jungle landscape going like so quickly.
Yes.
But you know, again, that's so good because it's so versatile. You can put it in your jungle landscapes. You can put it in your temperate landscapes. Yeah, it's really good. Is this DLC or update? This is update. I believe. Yeah, a lot of the full. Ooh. Maybe double check that, Esteban, if you get a second. Yeah, pull up the content tab or whatever and see if this is part of the Aquatic pack or free update. I'm pretty sure it's free update. The Weeping Willows? Yeah, the Weeping Willows are great, isn't it? Aren't they? Yeah, they're fantastic.
Oh yeah, I love them. What do you click on to differentiate that, Drew?
Do the filter tab.
Okay.
and then go to content
pack.
Yep. And then
Aquatic
there you
pack.
got it. And then if it shows up, it is part of it. If not, it is part of the 1.4 free update.
You know what? It is. These are a part of the DLC.
Sorry, I led you astray there.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the DLC, there's even more reason to get it because those plants are. You're right. They're so good.
Just stinking awesome, man. Like I was saying, I was like, I know I've never seen those before.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, those new lipstick palms. With
Oh
the
yeah,
red.
lovely.
Nice. But hey, I gotta go make dinner for.
Alrighty, man. Yeah, we will wrap up here in a few minutes ourselves. I just kind of wanted to jump in and show everybody kind of what direction Suyana's going.
Yeah. You already did some major damage,
Yeah, we did. We made some progress. Oh, look, that one's swimming. I think I just saw him go under. Didn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yep, I saw him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. He should be down there. Oh, where'd he go? He disappeared.
I'm gonna have to close off their little cave back here.
Yeah, in the background there. Yeah, a little bit, but cool. But
there he is.
There's he? Yeah, there you go.
Come on, just swim for me once.
Right,
there we go. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rock all this up and get them like a little logs and stuff to explore in.
Right. That's gonna look awesome.
Yes.
Nice. So cool, man. I'm gonna go ahead and head out for the night. Are you gonna stream tomorrow after work?
I don't know. We'll see.
We might.
Yeah, we might do a take two to kind of a pre-Savannah take two, and just jump on. Whose turn is it? Is it your turn?
Yeah, it'd be my turn.
Okay, so yeah, we'll jump on yours, and maybe I might just jump on like this and just kind of,
Putts around.
Shoot the sheets.
Shoot the sheets. Nice. Cool. So you'll be, So again, watch out on SDN's Twitter, my Twitter. We'll let you know. I know you have like family. Maybe.
Yeah, if we can make it happen, we'll try to let you know as soon as possible. But it may be a spur of the moment thing. We'll see.
It'll be an on the fly take two. It's just gonna be our kind of what we did tonight a little bit, but just our general thoughts in the pack and just what we're thinking. It probably won't even be that long, probably like 45 minutes to an hour kind of thing. But just shooting the shit about the pack and everything. But if not, then we'll definitely see you all Thursday for Take Two podcast with Miss Simply Savannah. That's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited.
Yes, Savannah. We will pick her brain. Find out when she found all of us. Because like we were saying, isn't Savannah one of those ones, like, she just popped up all of a sudden and we're like, where has this awesomeness been this last...
tree.
Yeah.
She's a nut that fell from the tree and has joined our batch, basically.
Yes, so. We're like, where has she come from?
Where has she gone? Where did you come from, Cat Not Joe? All right.
All right, Drew.
All right, y'all. I'm out. I'll see ya.
See ya. All right, guys. Well, let's kind of finish up a little bit of detailing here, and then we will jump out. We'll need to get some fencing up too. I'll always like using this, like these temple type pieces, because it's very Suyana like, and kind of adds to the, the jungle kind of temple vibe, See you, race car. No, I'm glad all of you guys could stop by tonight, though. I know I said I'm probably the latest streamer to catch you guys, so that is really cool. After watching all of this today, you all still decided to come by and hang out. I bet you all are absolutely Planet Zoo'd out today. That's what I was thinking on my way home from work. I'm like, they've sat there and watched Planet Zoo videos from everybody all day, and now I'm heading home and gonna see if they'll stop by and watch. So definitely appreciate it, guys. Thanks, Heather. Yeah, Silver Fox, that is going to be it's going to be a cool little view for people rounding this corner, isn't it? Really going to pull people over that way from across the bridge. Might have to redo this building or get something a little better there. I don't really like that now. It's kind of just not enough going on. Yeah, I could definitely take some sea turtles. Bold said, I've been watching streams for 14 hours today. And you had that long road trip too. Mass Bandit's like, there's just not enough going on. Hey, we got to give Mass Bandit a tour of our little penguin shenanigans. See, Mass, this is our little penguin habitat. Here's our little entrance area with a little splash pad and our little penguin group kind of dragging you in, following you in. There are a few waterfalls. You are going to notice quite a few. This would not be an SDAN build if there were not any waterfalls. And John, you were totally right. I love watching the seals swim. That's like my new favorite thing in the game right now. Just watching these guys glide by. Oh, check this out too. We've got like an underwater, like a little cave system here. And we've got it for the penguins and the seals. So the underwater part kind of makes the spine of this little area. So if you make your way down these stairs, then you're kind of in their little world down here. And you can also round the corner, which ignore all this. This still needs a lot of work. And you can go over here to the seal section. Watch these little chunky guys eat. And you can turn and come out here to this little end and watch them kind of fly by too. But yeah, this area was fun. Basically took my entire Saturday, but worth it. We've got like this. I figured like little kids and stuff would like this. It's like a little tunnel area they can come in and look over the edge here at the little penguins. So see, they would come in from the main path, and you know, like I was saying, if the bridge is a little crowded or high capacity day, just giving people little nooks and little spots they can dip off to and try to catch some good angles. But these little guys, they absolutely do not stop. They are all over the place. Yeah, John, and this was like our old river otter habitat, but I didn't make it deep enough, so their swimming mechanic couldn't kick in here. So we're thinking about bringing the dwarf caiman over here, maybe. Maybe you're just redoing this whole, because you can see if I take the water out, we have got a lot of crap to move just because of that bottom that I did. But what you just come upon us on is like the new river otter kind of experience over here. Almost like an otter river. We're going to have the little bridge that goes across and, you know, theme all this out for our little otter guys. And we do have the underwater viewing in here as well. Just, you know, a little bit more subdued than the penguins and the seals. You know, I will have to take the water out to get rid of that. I should have got rid of that railing. Oh, you know what, too? That was crazy good today, Masked. But did you get a chance to check out Ruble Trillions, like his coastal expansion? That was awesome. Oh yeah, so what do we do again? Do you name the actual animal Meggie, or do you name a guest Meggie? Oh, he absolutely did. That was insane. Hey, Cyberus. Yes, you kind of caught the tail end of us here a little bit, but glad you could swing by. I had my little goofball Drew on. Okay, so yes, you named the animal Meggie B. Ha! That's great. Look at the little fluffy butt. little overweight. Like a swimming pillow, yeah. Oh, we got to try one of these guys. Does it make a big difference with them? I forgot all about this cheat. Ah! That is the definition of chunk. Kind of looks like a... Dang, guys, that kind of looks like a manatee. Could I name them all Meggie Bees and just get gray ones and pretend these are manatees? Why not? That looks like a freaking manatee. Guys, I may have us a workaround for manatees. Just name your seals Meggie Bees, and then you've got a very fast-moving manatee almost. Like, look, if she was gray, that could straight up be a manatee. Right? I am gonna... You guys, we may have discovered something. We may have a implied manatee exhibit on our hands soon. Especially, like I said, if I can just get all gray ones. Except for when they do go on land. Ah! He's like a bunch of little soccer balls placed together in a brown bag. That's cool. What'd you guys say? The little chunky caiman? Come here, little fella. You get to be Chunk. That's creepy. He looks like an angry little dinosaur. It's just like a little blob down there. Did I show you guys I redid the entrance of Suyana here? Put up some flags, redid the path. Doesn't this look, I moved some of this back. Doesn't this look a lot just better and more open through here now? I took out some of the larger trees, put in this, I built this little statue with pretty good bit of the animals. Kind of like Suyana's main statue here. Yeah, I just tried to add in as many as I could. Look at the Jaguar Falls Lagoon. Looks so much better with that hue, kind of like that bluish green they've kind of made the water. So yeah, I kind of did us an intro reno. Did this on Sunday, I believe. Especially the path. The path just seems a little more believable and like it flows better. Kind of flows more like you would see in a zoo, you know? And check this out. I added some rock work and took the water out of the chimpanzee exhibit. And I think it looks a lot better. They're all stuck. We'll see you, Savannah. You caved. You're going to have a blast. Literally. Thank you, Holly. Yeah, clipping. Clipping kind of sucks. Thanks, Silver Fox. Thanks, Heather. But yeah, guys, I guess what I will do is we will make our exit as well. Glad we got to jump in and do this. And I know I didn't show you guys much as far as the, there goes our little fat penguin. I know I didn't show you guys much as far as the pack goes, but at least we got in here and got some ideas started and, you know, tossing some things around. And, yeah, we are going to have to get in here and get some more detail going with our Otter exhibit. Start on the floor next. And get some more otters in here. We got to have more than 2. But yeah, fun build. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out. Look for maybe a surprise quick stream tomorrow with me and Drew. And then, of course, we've got Savannah on Thursday at 7. And, yeah, and then Cyberpunk, 10 o'clock Friday morning, we will be jumping on. So, yes, thank you guys. I will catch you later on this week. Hopefully tomorrow. Dirty dreams, y'all.